slave trade, the inter-American slave trade. These things all happen, right? Do you have an accurate number? No. Readers can't hear anything. Let's see. They trade the inter-American slave. All right, cool. Okay, Jules, you should be able to hear me now. Okay, only 2 minutes with me being muted. No sound. All right, you guys should be able to hear me now. Sound. Dang, everybody just blazing in on Twitter. Yeah, the sound's working now. Had to turn the volume on my mic on TikTok, so on the computer. So, okay, now I hear it. Yeah, for sure. Fine, I fixed it. My bad. Nah, that was my. It's a fan on. No, that was my laptop. Oh, it's a fan. I got a heater on actually. Y'all hear that? I got a heater on actually. Maybe 2,000, not 12 million. Maybe 2,000, not 12 million. What's up? What's up, Amaru? What's going on? Salute, Darby. What's up? What's up? Shout out to the Dark and Truth podcast. I haven't been on Spaces because I really don't feel like being on Spaces. I really don't feel like being on Spaces. Be out here. What's up, Tonga? We'll see how it goes on TikTok today. Hopefully, no one today, right? No one gets called pretending or the W word, right? The WB, right? Or that hard R, everyone's favorite, right? Everyone's favorite, right? What's up, Joseph? Oh yeah, hopefully we don't get no goddamn hyenas on the live, right? Get no goddamn hyenas, right? Malcolm X says we didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on us. Think about that one. For sure. Yeah, So Malcolm X also said we're Aboriginals. I know my lineage, so I know my lineage. And they won't even take metal shifts to the archaic shoes for them to go get it. The sound of Sio. What's up? What's going on? All right, cool. Well, yeah, as I was saying, things happen. Does it happen the way that people say it happened? No, not really. Who they've been busted lying? They've been busted. Who they've been busted lying? Busted lying. They've been busted. Okay, cool. How many people we got on? Let me talk. Come on to Twitter. Come on to TikTok live. Matter of fact, I'll send it. I'll send the link. I'll drop the link to the TikTok live. Come through. Share. Copy link. I'll share this. I'll share it under the Twitter tab. Post. And I'll just drop it on StreamYard. Let you know so the comments be out. Check it out. Just to let you know. I'm on TikTok. I'm not Kevin. What's up, Big Mingo? Peace. What's up, John Doe? What's going on? Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Y'all real sorry on the YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me. I'm even on. No, I'm not. What's up, Juan Verga? Juan Verga. What's up, J Mac? How's everybody doing? What's up, G? Appreciate the subscription. Thank you. whoever Wolf Life is. I dropped the TikTok live link in the goddamn TikTok. So and on Twitter. So yeah. If you're on Twitter, on YouTube, want to come over to TikTok, what's up, Muffy? How you doing? Ooh. Oh, what's up? What's up, Muff? Just getting people's thoughts. Was the transatlantic slave trade a hoax? Sorry, update. One second, StreamYard. All right, cool. All right, boom. All right, boom. All right, cool. All right. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we got it back. There we go. Popping. This would probably just draw them in. This should draw them in. Yeah, we got it back. Popping. This would probably just draw them in. We are strangers in our own land. This should draw them in. So there's plenty of We are strangers in our own land. MLK for sure. There's plenty of Negroes had more Indian blood. What's his name? Then we know it to be, and then Negroes had more Indian blood. What else? Then we know it to be, and then what else? What else? Who else? Frederick Douglass said America is the native land of the Negro. What else? Who else? Frederick Douglass. James Baldwin said America is the native land of the Negro. You forgot that you were Indian. The Indian was you. James Baldwin. You don't know. There's a bunch of quotes. You forgot that you were Indian. The Indian was you. Who else? It's a bunch of quotes. It's a bunch of quotes. Who else has said something? Who else has said something? Yeah, we already went over Malcolm X. Who else has said something? Yeah, we already went over Malcolm X, MLK, Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, MLK, Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Getting double audio. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Double audio. Hold on. I forgot to mute myself on StreamYard. What's up, Susie? Hey, shout out to the gifts. Shout out to the gifts. The gift givers. Shout out to the gift givers. We here. Don't worry, we here. Yeah. Sometimes I be forgetting that double mic thing. All right, let's get these likes up to 1,000. Let's get these likes up to 1,000. Yeah, feel free to share out the live. We're in here. Get this TikTok thing popping if you haven't already. But yeah, there's been a lot. Not necessarily a lot, but there has been our intellectuals that we look up to, intellectuals and leaders that we look up to that have said we're indigenous. There's even civil rights and goddamn politicians that Jesse Jackson's enrolled Cherokee, just like Maxine Waters and Al Sharpton. They be enrolled in, like, these political leaders be enrolled in tribes, man. MLK had Muskogee and Potomac lineage. His wife Coretta has Muskogee lineage, and I think Cherokee maybe. Rosa Parks, Muskogee and Cherokee, and Irish. You have Atticus Crispus. He was New England. He's some New England Algonquin. Yeah, some New England Algonquin. Paul Cuffey, half African and half Shinnecock. Paul Cuffey's half African, half Shinnecock. Who else? But are not Indians. They can have their name. That's what Columbus called us. I guess. Not Indians. That's what Columbus called us. I guess, man. My ancestors called themselves Indians. They ain't know, they ain't contact. They ain't come in contact with Columbus. First black man to do open heart surgery was half African, half Lenape. Oh wow, who was that? Half Lenape. That makes sense. Lenape is definitely mixed with freaking Africans, right? Definitely like mixed with Africans. That's why they got that Moorish. That's how they got that Moorish blood in them. That's how they got that Moorish blood in them. Oh, we don't have any guests right now. Isn't that something? We don't have any guests right now. Anybody, if anybody wants to come up, feel free. If anybody wants to come up, feel free. Thank you for the likes. We had 2,000 likes. What happened to Wolf for Life? Daniel Hale Williams. Okay. Let me talk. The boss. Who's no? Who said no? Kyle. Yeah, Kyle. Hmm. 848. What else? Where everybody else at? Um, what was I about to say? I know. What was I about to say? Um, so Daniel Hale Williams, half African. What African part? What's his African part? I'm interested. Was his mom or dad Lenape? Like I'm guessing his dad was Lenape, right? This revelation. Damn, we got 150. Damn. What's my name on TikTok? Darvid Osiris. Darvid Osiris is my name that's on Twitter. Hey, how you doing, honey? Yeah, honey woman. We got Air. What's going on with y'all? I ain't never hold on. 150 people in like 15 minutes on Twitter. I ain't never seen this before. Now y'all came in here fast. Y'all came in here fast. Who else we got? Who else we got? Gemini Moon. What's up, Gemini? What's going on? Hoax. Angelino Moreno. Is that hoax? Would you like coming up and explaining that? Why you say it's a hoax? And also, I'll be forgetting. What's up? Peace, peace. I'll be forgetting to say this. Disclaimer: this is for educational. His mother. Okay. This is for educational and purposes only and entertainment purposes only. Because I might crack some jokes. Yo, let me talk. Let's go ahead. Request. Yo, let me talk. Who's Brian Lawson? Yo, let me talk. Like, okay. The request button's like right there. There is no low education in this panel. All right, let me turn my phone up so I can hear you. Thank you for the rose. But yeah, also, everyone's opinions is not my opinion. I do not control what people say on this panel. If people were in a heat exchange disrespecting each other, that is not on me. But yeah, go ahead. What's up, Brian?
Yo, what's going on, fam?
Not much, just chilling.
That's what's up. Right on for letting me talk.
Yeah,
So
sure.
yeah, I don't think that the transatlantic slave trade was a complete hoax. I think that it happened, I don't believe that it happened at the capacity that they say it did.
Right.
So I think when they started getting, the people from Africa was kind of when things started dwindling down. You know what I mean? They tried to get a little bit more than what they already had, and they're like, hey, maybe we could get some people from over there too. And that was towards, I would say, the end of the end of slavery when they started doing that. So I definitely don't think that most Black people are from Africa. That's the reason why I recommend that they do their genealogy, because I know some of them are, but it's very odd because you can't run into one Black person and ask them, hey, you have a Indian in your family? Every single one will say, oh yeah, my great grandma. Everybody. And I just find it odd that everybody, you know what I mean? And they say, how they try to downplay that is they say, well, yeah, well, Black people did have, some relations with the Native Americans. And I'm just like, well, every one of them, though? Like every single one of them? I'm like, that's just hard to believe. You would think that at least some of them would be like, nah, I don't got no Indians in my family. But it's every single person, especially Negroes from around the Oklahoma area. You know what I mean? That's all Indian land. And it's funny because my auntie was telling me a story that she did a lot of genealogy research, and one of the elders in my family, like one of my great aunties, they were trying to take her in, because it was like they're in Oklahoma, and they were trying to get her to cross the river. And they were like, what she did is she ended up going and working. She went and helped this white dude, move, and she was doing some work around his house. And they were like, whose slave are you? And she was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like I've always been free. I don't know what you mean. This white dude trying to trick her into being like, oh, I work for him, so they could go ahead and wrap her up and take her on the other side of the river. So I think it's very deep, and a lot of people are so brainwashed they just don't want to hear nothing different, And I think it's really sad that people aren't willing to challenge the narratives that they may have learned from, school, because all that is indoctrination. But yeah, that's all I had to say. Right on for letting me talk.
Appreciate it for sure. Yeah, I was kind of skeptical. I was thinking you was a troll for a second, but it's alright. There's no problem. What's up, Anjo? What's up? Who this officer doing? What's up? No names. Um, he just wants to. Why is this? Hello? I don't know what the hell is going on Twitter, man. What's going on Twitter, bro? I don't even know what I don't even know what I said or what's has been tweeted for that response to happen. I don't know. Let me check my notifications real quick. Who the hell? Funny to F. What video is that? People are so. Incel is like a hub of incels. Twitter is just. I say incels. Twitter is just like a hub of incels. I swear. Infant. Thanks everybody. Appreciate the gifts. These are my number one gifters, Susan, three, mind makeover. Number four, I said three. Two is mind makeover. And number three is and Joe. Appreciate that. Welcome back, Gemini. Why do we celebrate slavery so much? I have no idea. That's a good question. Um, there's always a movie about that, so I don't know. we've been taught to use our. You haven't taught. Well, yeah, we've been. It's only inflicted upon us, but we've been taught to use trauma and pain as a form of motivation, which can be, but that's all that's channeled to motivate us, at least on a mainstream societal level. That pain and suffering, you had to go through pain and suffering just to have just to see better days and to elevate yourself. So you overcome. You always have something to overcome. You always have something to overcome. And then also, people want to be paid. People want to be paid. They're just due to that. People stagnant. To motivate them, but people stagnant. Well, that's it. It could go slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. Some people may use it. It's pushed on us to use it as motivation, at least amongst ourselves. Where's the camera button? You gotta press. You got you gotta tap the screen and turn your camera on, and then it's saved. It's the mental. It's the mental. Dog, some dog. Paint, painted black. What's going on? Yeah, 16. A lot of people are finding my Instagram reels, which is interesting. I had someone say, "Oh, you're pushing the CIA. Like, you're doing the FBI's job." I'm like, "Really? You got dogs out here. What's going on? Are you have to raise?" Yeah, you can use that against us. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. You?
I just want to say, I don't understand why people all of a sudden now are making comments like that, saying that transatlantic slave trade was a hoax. And what really kills me
Right.
is now you got these FBA people, talking about they're indigenous to this country. And my thing is this: what is that doing for our movement? What is that doing for our uplift? And it's causing more division. Where's the point in all of this? I mean, is it going to make us be treated any better? Are we going to receive anything more? I just don't understand. And somebody said in the comments, why do we always celebrate slavery? It's not that we celebrate it, it's something that actually happened, right? It's something that happened in this country, and it's something that from generation to generation to generation is affecting us, and we just don't want to hold it accountable and understand how it's affecting us and how to move forward. Oh, it makes me so sad that back in the civil rights era, there was so much unity, but there wasn't no social media, there wasn't no cell phones, there wasn't nothing to bring us together. And now that we have that platform, we're just making more division. We're putting more division within our people, and for what? I don't understand it.
Okay. Somebody else. Somebody new this one. What's up, Mr. Steele?
How you doing? I'm with myself right now. My bad.
Okay. Still got it. Okay. All right.
You
Cool.
want to respond to that?
Yeah. You know what, Brian? You got it. Byron, you got it, Byron.
I think the reason why it causes division is because a lot of people try to think that we're trying to say that we're something else, that we're not them.
And what we're saying is that we are all them. It's just that we need to actually claim our heritage. And also, when people start to realize that there were already melanated people that were here, which was us, those are the ones that they enslaved, then that means that we have land rights. So if you do research, you'll see that they
Took our land and they pushed us up our land. So
Yes.
didn't the Native Americans get their reparations for that, for what actually happened to us? So that is where your reparations would lie. Your reparations wouldn't lie in slavery, because then they can go and they can say, well, white people are in slavery too, so let's give them reparations also. So that's the reason why we do push for that, is because if you're actually from here, then they're on your land and they pushed you off your land and they owe you for that. For slavery, they probably don't owe you anything. They can say that you were an indentured servant. You didn't get
That's
the
exactly right.
amount, but you only got paid, 2 cents an hour, 30 cents a week or something like that. You know what I mean? But you still got paid. So, you just took a bad job. But if it's your land, then that means that they owe you for stealing your land from you.
They owe you everything. If it's your land, they owe you everything. And that's what it's about.
Right. Okay. So you said something about reparations, right? And I think, and I agree with what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, Byron. I really do understand what you're saying, but I feel like the whole argument of reparations is kind of off. Everybody thinks that, when, like, I see a lot of platforms talking about reparations, and it's not even white tea people that we should be arguing with about this. It's the government we should be going after. We should be attacking the government because of all of the stuff that they have allowed to happen to us over generation, over generation, over generation, with such things as bombing a place. Places like Tulsa, Oklahoma, or the prison to school pipeline, all of these things that we have actual facts about. This is what the government is allowing to happen to us, because we are the most hated people in this world because of the knowledge that we've had over the generations. We built this country. I'm sure you could agree with that. We built this country. We civilized entire cultures. We went in the Dark Ages. We civilized entire. When the Europeans was sleeping with their animals and doing whatever they were doing, we civilized them. So they know that we have the knowledge and that we're entire cultures. We riches lie, but it seems to be causing more division than anything.
I definitely hear you. I do have a question for you. Is blacks a nation? Is African American?
Anything. Oh, that's a good question.
It's not, brother. Let me save you the time. It's not, bro.
Okay, so I wanted to say no, but I'm sitting here thinking about it.
How could you go up to them?
Let them think a little bit before you just say. Let me say no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't want to waste time, because that's it. Like, the answer is no.
So why ask the question then if you wasn't setting them up for failure?
No, I didn't ask the question. Byron asked the question. He asked it in good faith because he wants him to cognitively think about it.
So my approach would be African Americans are not a nation, and then I would explain it. I would not ask another man, is it a nation, knowing that it's not, to set them up for failure. That's why we got to always build each other up and not tear each other down, brother.
Thank you, brother.
So therefore, you set him up for failure. So then we can continue now.
So the question wasn't to set them up for failure; it was to get them to think about it.
Exactly.
But you knew the answer already. So what to think about what? You said, let me save you the time. Right now, we shouldn't do this. This is why we're divided. This is what I'm talking about. Even the civil rights movement, somebody said civil rights movement was together. No, it wasn't, because it's some people who boycotted buses, some people who made the march on Washington. The people that boycott didn't agree on that. At the same time, Malcolm X had his standpoint. Martin Luther King had his, we turn the other cheek, the Christian approach, right? Malcolm X said, let's bear arms. Let's do whatever's necessary, right? So we were even divided during the civil rights movement. We've always been divided.
But Mr. Steve, we might have had different factions of doing what we were doing. However, we still were united in a mass, in a very large mass. We was all on the same page. Even though they did it differently, we were all on the same page. And when I say that we were more united, in them times, like I said, We had no social media. We should be having platforms to uplift and teach each other and not be debating and going back and forth about who's right or who's wrong. Because I'm 54 years old and I don't know everything, my brother. I don't know everything. So when he asked me that question, I was kind of stuck because I didn't know how to answer that, but I would have liked to know the answer to it. You understand what I'm saying?
So can I speak one more time? So we were all hosts. I'm overstepping. I am. Stop me, brother.
Nah, y'all good.
Okay, so I'm saying,
I'll let y'all know when I want to speak.
as far as the civil rights movement, right? Remember, this is taking place in the 50s and the 60s, right? And then you remember Malcolm X was unalive in 1965, right? And Martin Luther King not too far after. They were in the same time period, but he was a black Muslim and he was a so-called Christian, right? So therefore, they had different standpoints. So it was a division with black people because some black people were Muslims, some people were Christians, right? So my standpoint, and I'm not a Muslim, I'm just a spiritual person. But Malcolm X said something very profound in a speech that he made, and they erased it from history, right? The first one was on YouTube like about 70 years ago. I can't find it now. He said, "How could we call ourselves Christians if there was a good Christian people that was hanging us from trees? They was using the Bible against us, and even in the Bible today it says that be unto your slave masters is you serving to God." Like I can't agree with that scripture alone because we shouldn't be slaves to begin with, right? And we were the ones that were, and then the slave trade was huge though. It wasn't just African Americans; it was Samoans. You know, everybody. Like I can't agree with that scripture alone because we shouldn't be slaves to begin with, right? And we were the ones that were. And then the slave trade was huge though. It wasn't just African Americans; it was Samoans. You know, everybody sold all their poor people, right? If anybody really knows about slavery, it wasn't just an African American thing. It was about all the countries selling their slave people, you know, unto other countries.
Pause you right there, bro. It wasn't about. First of all, that's a lie. That part of the narrative is a complete lie. Colonialism started. First of all, to give you some credentials, I'm working on an encyclopedia of all events from 1400 to 2025. I'm trying to make this the most comprehensive encyclopedia of all events between colonialism, meaning from any European that showed up from the shores of Europe or Africa to any island or landmass that was a part of the Americas. And what we're finding in doing this research is that colonialism is clearly responsible for that. The reason why people are claiming that the slave trade is a hoax is because the narrative doesn't add up. Along with working on this encyclopedia, I'm also working on several abstracts. One of the abstracts proves, without a doubt, you can do the math yourself or you can do it with ChatGPT. It proves without a doubt that the amount of people that they say made it to the Americas, which is in between 388,000 or 450,000, somewhere around that number, it is without a doubt not possible for that like at a normal population growth rate because it was slavery. Obviously, they were being killed. It was wars, even more than they actually be in slavery. And that's the thing that they don't tell you is that every conflict that we're looking at between the 1400s and 2025, and the reason why I say 2025 is because some of the last actual battles, the last Seminole War took place around 1870. Think about that. 20 years from about 1904, which was when they did, 1924, I'm sorry, excuse me, 1924, when they did the Racial Integrity Act. So you can see how closely all of these events coincide. This is not ancient history. This is just yesterday.
We don't want to go. We don't really want to go on statistics and numbers. Let me tell you something.
No. Let me stop you right there.
No. Because you spoke your piece for a second, and I'll let you speak for a minute. But I'm gonna tell you what I've heard firsthand from people who still living right now.
That's hearsay. See, that's the thing.
Not hearsay. No, from my grandmother who's still living. That's 92 years old.
Okay, I respect that.
She's 92, right?
I respect that.
And so therefore, she was born in 1930 something, and she said when her grandmother lived to be 103, right? And they've been blessed on my mother's side of the family. On my daddy's side of the family, it's all kind of illnesses and stuff. But on their side, they're healthy. They live to be 100 and some years old, right?
Thanks.
So she was a little, so in her right mind, no cane, no walker, and she was like, you know, what you would call a naturalist today. Like she ate fruits and vegetables. She was in her right mind. She said she was a slave, and she said, "Hey, you know what?" She told them, "I was a slave, and it was so many of us that was enslaved that without the numbers, bro." Being a slave is not a host altogether. I think that they did exaggerate the numbers, right?
Yeah.
But we were slaves.
No, you're speaking facts. But that's the thing. I'm sorry. I see. This is the thing. When people start saying, you kind of hit me in the head with that. I'm sorry. You said we got to get away from statistics and all that stuff. We can't, because the thing about it is that numbers and mathematics is the universal language. That is the only thing that we can really use that will communicate the gravity of what we're talking about. Because when you start talking about oral history, hearsay, and all these things, it doesn't matter. The other thing that stands up to mathematics is genealogy. It's because it's your direct lineage. You can erase it on paper with.
You believe in God? Do you believe in God?
Absolutely, I believe in God. There's
right now you sound like you believe more in science and statistics.
No, that's what you're correct, brother. You got to realize you got to realize science and religion are supposed to be one. When you really understand true spirituality, you understand the science of all things. That's the level that you got to get to.
But most of the world right now that we have technology and everybody could just Google everything, these kids today, they are far from God. They do not believe in God. It don't make sense to them. They can't place it together.
How old are you?
I'm 43, my brother.
Wow. So what that means, as a 43-year-old man, it isn't the imperative is upon you to be teaching. What do you like? I where you're coming from. It doesn't matter if they got God within them. You got God within you. You're supposed to be teaching the younger generation. I'm 33.
If the younger generation if they ask me for explanation, right? And they say, I want you to prove it because you didn't see it. You just told me the seeing and the this and this and that, right? So if you talk about God who was unseen,
bro,
who was unseen. Hold on, God is unseen. You've never seen God. You've never seen Jesus, my brother. You can never say that you date your eyes on Jesus. So therefore, everything that you try to teach the youth, what you just told me, would trump everything you just said.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about right now.
You just said you just told me about mathematics and statistics.
Pause.
Statistically, God, we never seen God.
What are you
science.
Brother, you're pushing a goalpost. Let me stop you for a second.
I have to.
Pushing the goalpost is an incorrect strategy. Which you need to understand. There's a difference between pushing the envelope and pushing the goalpost. Pushing the envelope.
The hope or the evidence of things I've never heard and unseen, brother. So science cannot prove that God was here.
Brother, you're completely.
Let me know who is God and who is Jesus. Let me know who are them, because to me there are two beings that never helped our people never in life.
Exactly.
So why are you believing in something that never helped your ancestors?
Give thanks
to the Most High. I don't get. People want to go on their knees and pray, which you know what I'm saying. You praying to yourself because you're the God. That's what they kept from.
So now let me speak to this, if I'm allowed to, right? This right here. This gonna rattle a couple of cages, right? So you mean to tell me to oppress people who were slaves, right? And they didn't have a say, so they didn't have nothing. Every time they said something, they got lashes to their back, right? And then came a man named Nat Turner, who they taught to use the Bible to teach us against them, right?
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Can we get permission to remove this from the chat? He's spreading false history at this point.
To pray.
He's spreading false history.
I can't stop him. They're gonna stop me, huh? So he taught them to pray to a God who was unheard and who was unseen, right? Because they had to pray to something that they never seen, never heard, but they believed in it so strongly that they made all these spiritual songs and they sung in those slave fields and they worked upon their master, but they were serving God, and that made them die with a better heart. That's why I say my heart goes out to anybody who was raised a slave and died a slave. You understand that? Like you said, you'll never fathom that.
Okay, hold on.
See, they didn't know the truth until they died. When they died, that's when they know the truth. That's when they found out the truth. Just put it like that.
You said your ancestors were slaves.
Yes.
You got proof of that.
They were. My grandma, like I just stated before, my grandmother is 92 years old. Her grandmother was a direct slave. And when they were little kids, she used to tell them stories because she was my great grandfather bought her freedom. And so that's how I know firsthand that we were slaves, because my grandmother still alive to tell me that there's proof of it. And then also right now we're fighting for land down in Oklahoma that my great grandfather owned in 1808 because he bought his freedom, and his slave owner
Okay.
told him he left him
Okay.
206 acres.
Okay, hold on. So you said that he bought his freedom.
Yes,
So what document says that he bought his freedom?
man. I would have it would man. I can call my grandmother.
No,
and
I'm
get
just
her,
asking you. No. I'm saying
everything
a
over.
document.
She has the
Listen.
documents. What I'm trying to tell you, like
I understand he got the information of your
they're damn
family.
near unreadable.
Slow down so you can understand what I'm saying, bro. Like I just gotta put
Your
this
question
everybody on
ready to
path.
go. I can tell.
So what I want to know is, do you have proof of a document that said that he had to free himself from slavery? So let me tell you something.
Give thanks to the sister, man.
No, you know what? Y'all is some house niggas, and I
No,
Wow,
chill.
there it
Hold
is.
on.
Because she
There it
said,
is. Remove him, please.
my bad, host.
Remove Mr. Steele, please.
Don't kick me. My bad.
I knew that we was indentured servants, but I didn't
Hold on,
know.
the host's trying to talk.
Let's slow down. Let's just slow down. Let's not get a little too passionate right now. Well, what I will say is I'm not gonna kick anybody that has a difference of opinion. I don't want to echo chamber, right? If anybody that's on YouTube or Twitter, my TikTok is Darvin Osiris. If you want to join the live chat over here, then you can come join. But are you guys still? Yes, I'm still live. You can hear me right now. I'm still live, right? Yeah. Let's try to keep this a little respectful. Let's not try to call each other names, ad hominem, and all types of things. So, what was I about to say? What was I about to say? Man, y'all can pick up where y'all left off.
Well, see, this is what I'm talking about. Hold up. This is what I'm talking about right here. This started out as a beautiful conversation, right? And we're not in court. We're not in none of that right now. We're our people talking to each other, trying to learn and get some type of resolution. Nobody, I mean, all these questions is irrelevant. His proof or whatever, all these other type of questions are irrelevant. We should just be talking to each other, trying to learn how to get knowledge, gain knowledge, and heal. All this debating for what? What are we doing? What is it for?
I understand that, brother, and I'm saying that. That's why I said I had to apologize. I had to apologize quickly to the sister or whatever. But what I'm telling you is things that I've seen with my own eyes. My grandmother, she showed me paperwork when my grandfather and all that stuff, and they have land, they're fighting for it and all that other stuff. And this finds to be true because she's old enough to like really live through those times. And her great grandmother told her the stories.
I get
and
it,
stuff,
bro.
Right?
I get it. So
what I'm saying is,
hold on. I get it.
What I'm saying is, if he bought his freedom, right? Like they would probably dig so far to try to find the paperwork, probably erase it from history or something. So you would ask me to produce those paperwork in 2025? It's crazy.
Listen, that's why I wanted to.
Bro.
Go ahead.
No, sis, no, go. I didn't want to cut you. Oh, well, she let me speak, brother.
Go ahead.
Of all
She called me sis too.
No, I'm calling you sister, sis. I'm
not talking to me.
Okay, so first of all, I have to really say, like, at the end of the day, yes, slavery existed. We're not denying that. But the point of this movement, and Dogma, I wanna address you as well, Dogma. I appreciate you, brother, because you are here and operating in good faith. We all are. The difference is there's only one person in here that just called the whole chat a house nigga or house niggas. Excuse my French. And so at the end of the day, we're all having a diplomatic conversation. Diplomatic conversations get tough. Treaties don't get signed easily. Treaties get signed in blood. You heard me? Like, that's how shit happens. So what we're doing here is we're uncovering the truth. We're uncovering what's really been lost. And what we're telling you and what I'm saying is that the history can be proven. There is documentation that shows whether or not if your people own land or if your people were slaves. Me personally, I'm from New Orleans. So when you start talking about people that have family that were slaves, you're looking at them. You heard me? Like, straight up. Like, I have Native American all up and down my family. I'm doing the genealogy, the research right now to get all of the documents in preparation. So in order to address what you're saying, Dogma, because you're speaking the fact, we don't want to be divided through conversation. However, the tough conversation has to be had because we need to sort through all of the lies in order for us to come to a common ground. And going back to what we were saying about Muslim, Christian, any religion on earth, and let me try to be as PC as possible with this. But if you look at the three master religions on earth, and I'm gonna say CH, J, and M. If you look at all of them, they all have something to do with that, with them files that didn't get released. You heard me? And every single one of them religions is like that. And so when you detach from that, then you start to really see real truth, and you start to really understand what it's really about. I'm not trying to take the floor. You heard me? I'm just trying to clear the smoke. Give thanks, sis. Yes, I'm trying to clear the smoke.
That's true though. Once you get out of religion, you'll start seeing the world for what it is. Because that religion is a spell that they put on our people to sedate us, and once we get out of that spell, we're gonna be all right. You know what I mean? But until then, we still got a whole bunch of our people still in that spell, and they have to break up out of it before we can ever wake up truly as a whole people.
A whole unity. Okay, I want to say this real quick. All right, so a best way to understand the history, right, is to understand these words. Okay, you have to understand that when we went through the governmental public school process and church, right, they didn't teach us the original root of the meaning of the words. Okay, so for instance, nice. Today, nice is basically saying, that means that you are a person who shows people how you want to be treated. But nice in the Bible terms, where it means that you're a fool. Okay? Mm-hmm. Ish at the end of every word means somewhat, kind of, sort of, right? Mm-hmm. So I'd rather be a fool. I'd rather be foolish than be a fool. So when you realize, right, the whole concept of race being a skin complexion did not start until the early 1900s, very late 1800s, okay? When you understand that right now to this day, race and ethnicity is a social construct, has nothing to do with skin complexion, right? So when you read books that are older than the 1800s, and they say the white tea plantation, the plantation owners at that time was white tea, you have to understand what they're talking about. What they're saying is that the people who were labeled as white as a race. Now you understand what race is. Race is like, quote unquote, supposed to be a competition. White refers to the people of a social class, okay? The people who wore the color whites that had copper color skin. I have the documents, okay? When you understand that these people are the ones responsible, and it's a lot of melanated people who have came up with Black history and reconstructed the idea of history. So for instance, you got these people out here saying, yeah, man, the white tea slave owners, this and that. First of all, do you understand that a plantation is in the name? Plant, okay? These movies and stuff that they came out with, making it seem like we was just going through all of this horrible stuff, bro, is false. Alice Haley got sued. All of that, right? So I understand, even when when he was talking, the one that's next to me, I understood where he was coming from because he's reading it and understanding it on a different level. Do you understand that? So when you look up legalese and the roots, meanings to these words, it's going to shock you. The fact that they painted a narrative like, oh yeah, well, when we got our freedoms, we were able to own land. And basically they gave us a Bible to try to help us get that type of shit right there. First of all, why would they give us a book, right? To help us out of the same situation that they put us in. That's ridiculous.
Well, that book was a spell. It was a book.
It's a book of spells.
Yeah, that's why they call it God spell. It's a God spell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so many words, right?
It's a play on words. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. It's a play on words.
It's really not like, okay, so look, let me tell you what it is. It all depends on the frequency and the understanding.
Oh,
Now, if somebody's trying to preach you these words, right? They're trying to teach you their perspective. That's what those pastors were doing.
yes.
They took out allegory, right? And they took out the whole reason why we understood that book. That book was a reminder of how they took over our bloodline. Period. That book is full of
and
full of essay and all of that.
It also
though.
got it also got the Moors in there too.
Yep.
Exactly.
This freaking kills me and hurts me so bad. Like,
It's a Moors book. You know what I'm saying? That the Moors really took us over.
But it's more than just the Moors.
I'm just so hurt to hear y'all talk like this, man.
Hold on.
And they brought the whiteys. They brought the whiteys to help them. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand they brought the Mongolians too.
Hold on, yeah. So
I'm
listen,
just so hurt, man.
Dirt, dude. Okay, so Mr. Steele, right?
I'm hurt because
I understand. No. It's
of it all.
see, look. That's the problem.
Y'all already didn't know talking.
No. I'm not. You didn't even hear what. I'm not directing no hate or nothing towards you, bro.
Me neither.
So listen to me first, right? I understand where you're coming from because I know that a lot of religions help people get out of a mind frame of some crazy stuff, right? But when you understand that these religions, right, have left us in a stagnant state of mind, do you understand that these religions basically was the zombie apocalypse?
Oh, this sister's cooking.
You can cook
Listen
now.
to me.
You're not in chains, and you're not in bondage.
Listen to me.
If I
The
can
best way to put chains on us is to put chains on our mind, bro.
Man, only thing we had was our mind in the slave fields. That's what y'all not understanding from me, though.
First of all, let me tell you this: slave fields.
Tell me though, first of all, if we were in the mind,
You gotta take feelings and hold up, just chill.
bad, bro.
We don't have to yell at each other. We can have a dialogue, and I ain't trying to cut you off, right? What I'm saying is this: we physically are a people who is from Awisha Nigga Woods tribe. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind first. All sports dominated. Okay, now in order, because they weren't able to win these WARs, right? What was the best way on how to lower a person, right? How do you actually mass incarcerated people? You do that shit by mind control, okay? So they came up with the concept to basically say that you're nothing, you're not even from these lands, we were treating you like this and treating you like that. Bullshit, okay? When you understand these images of plantations, okay? We're tilling the land, right? So why would we put on our good clothes? That's number one, right? When you understand that we understood who we are, God is within you. And there's no taking away from anything, right? From everybody who led up to the point of who made me up. Okay, think about it. If we were these quote unquote slaves and shit, right? That means here. You understand? Slave shit, right? Do you know right now to this day, we ain't gonna even talk about history. I asked this the last time I was on a live, and I'm gonna go ahead and be on mute. And I know other people want to talk, especially the guy at the bottom and all of that. Show me a boat, a ship, Titanic, a speedboat. Right now to this day, in 2025, what's today? March 17th. Show me a cruise or something that's going to take me or anybody on this goddamn panel that's in America to Africa directly. And then in reverse, show me a cruise or something that's going to take somebody from Africa straight here. I'm talking about an actual boat. That ain't talking about no plane got to be added, no goddamn train, no car. I want to see if I can book a trip right now by one device of a boat or a ship to go to Africa. I book that motherfucker right now. You can't.
Well,
it's impossible because the shit's made up. Do you understand that when it comes to these lands, you know how big the Americas is? And do you understand the barter system, right? So that means that if I want to actually get some of your peaches from Georgia, right? And I got these blue bananas in Arizona, I'm gonna trade with you. See, this is the barter system that we always been about.
Yes,
think about it.
So slavery is a hoax. It's made up.
Hold on. No, they're not saying that, bro. I actually have friends that have been enslaved in my family. A lot of my family, three people color too. So
Okay.
It's all about what you find in the lineage.
It's hard to hear you, bro.
Right.
It's hard to hear me. You hear me?
Sorry, a little hard.
Like muffled.
Confirmed that slavery was real. He knows.
I don't know what's going on with my mic. So, yeah.
It was real because I heard it firsthand. Is what I'm saying. Like I heard it from my grandmother, and that's why I said it hurts me to hear people talk like this because
Can you hear me now?
my grandmother, great grandmother, when she was 16,
I don't know what's going on with my phone
Yeah,
mic.
you perfect. We can hear you, Dark.
was still alive from 1860. Y'all can hear me though. 1860, right?
Hold on, the host trying to talk real quick. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, my phone. I don't know what's going on with my phone mic right now. It might be that type of time. It might be on that time. Yeah, I was like, cool. All right, y'all can go ahead.
No, I'm saying so with my grandmother, it being a blessing for her being alive to tell us the stories, because when her great grandmother told her about the story, she was about 16 years old, and her great grandmother lived to be 104, right? And she told her, she said, yeah, you know, I lived long enough. I was on the plantation or whatever, and your grandfather bought his freedom, came back and freed us and me and your mother's mother, right? And this is the reason why we are free today, and we fled to the north, right? And like that. They rebelled and they went out against the slave owners, and they also took over a lot of plantations, right? But then this is why I don't call myself a Christian, or this is why I don't represent the American flag, is because when we got to in numbers, the U.S. Army would come and unalive us.
Okay, so
if we got too big, right? So,
bro.
So with that being said, okay, go ahead, because I want
Look, I'm not. Trust me, I believe your story, and as a matter of fact, I know your story all too well, right? We were what you would call, they use this term, enslaved. Okay, enslaved and slave is two different things, and I'm gonna explain it real quick. Enslaved means prisoner of war. If you are a prisoner of war, that means that you are a prisoner on your own lands. You hear what I'm saying? So when you understand from even a little bit before, you know, okay, look, 1607, 1619, 1711, and 1771, all are which is indentured servitude, okay? Which means that we had people come to our lands, we taught them how to bathe, stuffing up, you know what I'm saying? We fed them and clothed them, but we taught them agriculture and how to till the land. That's what they called us, colonizers. Listen to what I'm saying to you, right? So when you understand that ever since the 1600s, these people have been slowly but surely taking over our shit. So listen to what I'm saying. When you understand the Trail of Tears and all of this other shit, okay, you will understand how there was WARs on to take over our shit. For instance, you had these Mormons, right, who was basically, it was started around 1820. Their whole obligation was to start wars, snatch our people, take them up to the north, take them to the northwest, take them to the west, take them to Oklahoma, right? To implant in their idea that basically they've been going through this shit for a long time, and that is not about buying freedom, because what the fuck is freedom, and who needed it? What is this 40 acres and a mule? Because that wasn't promised to us. That has a migration story. You understand? And in order to take over a whole land, I would do exactly what the fuck they did. I would actually change my name so goddamn many times you wouldn't even know who I am. Matter of fact, I'm going to whitewash history, right? I'm going to convince the people of the land that these ain't even your lands, you're from somewhere else. I will change the names of the lands. So how you do that shit, right? You have to understand the mind F. The people who created everything, like our people, right? How right now today we don't own none of that shit, right? How are these Pacific recessive people in positions of power the way how they are? Because I'm gonna tell you this, the people and these stories that you hear about of these WARs, they weren't recessive people. These people were dark complected. Right now to this day, they have these British accents. Do you hear me? the fact that these people are responsible for creating the Triple K. Do you know the Triple K was created by a dark complected person, right? Who wanted to, it's the 1871. Look it up, the 1871 Ku Klux, and now you know the other word, Act, to where they would go out and after the, the Abraham Lincoln 1868 shit, an abolishment of slavery, it was an abolishment of indentured servitude because they dumped their prisons here, just like the Biden administration did. So what they did, right? They created the Triple K to go against us. White supremacy was us. Because we are labeled as the whites. The people who are labeled as the whites are the people who are the landowners, right? So then these are the same people responsible for whitewashing history. Well, people think white people did that shit. They did it, right, to hide their identity. That's what you call the hidden nobility.
Actually, the Germans did it. Adolf Hitler did it in Germany.
No, the fuck he didn't.
Also, when they came over to the,
First of all, Adolf, don't use that term.
The Triple K.
Hold up, chill, because he didn't. You don't even understand that dude actually was for us. You don't even understand that.
I was going there.
Man, chill.
The lady was held over there, and he asked the black people, why are you over here?
Bro, listen, I'm talking, right? And what you
interjected me, then you went on a rant.
Hold on,
why are you yelling?
Yeah, one mic, man. Let him finish.
You interjected me, then you went on a rant, and then you don't be mad because I came back.
You said a rant, and who are you disrespecting? Did I disrespect you?
You went on a rant, I said. I didn't call you. I didn't disrespect you.
You said I'm on a rant.
You went on a rant, yes. Meaning you just really went crazy.
All right, man. All right, cool. You can't say a lot of things on TikTok Live, apparently, huh?
You can't.
I'll be laughing when y'all say YT, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. That's why I'm ready to go to YouTube. I just want to say this. At the end of the day,
he really should say red tea.
TikTok is a bigger platform.
Pink tea. I prefer pink tea.
They closing the gap on YouTube. That's why everybody's still on here. Be real. You just gotta watch. You gotta be TikTok friendly. But people were saying, but it's like as much as you want to be, educated, sweetheart. We could go through history.
First of all, let's just stop right there. Do not come for me.
We're all educated.
No, listen, chill, because I don't tongue wrestle with men, sir. I don't.
I'm not trying to.
And I'm not disrespecting you anyway. But hold up, as much as you just said out of your mouth, right?
You stop talking.
You just said as much as you wanted to be, or much as I'm not. Do you even know what education is?
You just gave us a whole history lesson.
Chill.
The only reason I'm allowing this is because it's not our platform. You're not supposed to talk to no woman like this.
I was about to. I'm trying to tell him to calm down, man. You gotta relax.
Yeah. I'm saying kick him, Dave. I respect you though, bro. Man, this dude's an idiot. He a clown.
You see?
Yeah, we see.
I didn't call you no idiot, no concept, but on a rant. That's all I said.
That's your second warning. What's up, man? Yeah, I don't like. I try not to kick people too much. So just relax, man. Don't speak over no women over here. It's be all right.
Try not to be too passionate, bro.
Yeah.
A woman can speak over a man, though. What y'all saying?
We all
don't speak over nobody, but especially not no women, because I will kick you off for disrespecting women. I will do that.
I didn't disrespect her, brother, at all.
Well, stop over talking her, please. Thank you.
You know, when I was talking, she interjected me and then she took over, and I just let her take over, right? Nobody's seen that though.
Bro, are you sure you're 43?
Bro,
I'm like you're 18.
You interjected me and I piped down. I let her have the whole.
You never left middle school, boy. What's wrong with you? You got children.
You calling me boy? Lets me know you from the South.
You got children.
I was about to hold on, but
I would never address you as a boy.
You have been cutting people off. Mrs. Still got it. You have been cutting people off too. I heard everything. So, but with that being said, I've heard everything in this conversation. So, what's up? We got new people on the stage.
Hey, Goddess.
What's going on?
Peace, Receipt Goddess. How are you?
I'm awesome sauce. Go ahead.
That man, 43. That damn. Oh,
I was just coming to join the conversation. I was gonna talk about the topic, but I don't want to interject. I don't know like what you guys were already talking about.
Honestly, I would be happy if Receipt Goddess could continue, and Heart, if y'all could like just give us some wisdom right quick, because Receipt Goddess ain't missed yet.
So
Oh
with
yeah,
that,
no, I already know. Yeah, no, I know how knowledgeable she is. Go ahead,
yeah,
Miss T Goddess.
y'all two go ahead. Like we
I'm gonna
listen.
step down to the comments, brother. I respect your live and all that, but I see where it's going. I'm gonna step down.
No,
though.
you good. You good. I ain't took nothing that you said offensive. Just to let you know, you ain't got to step down. All right. If you want to, that's your choice.
You can step down. That's how spirit works. What you mean?
You know, I'm just telling him, like, I understand his story, and you know, and I just want to let you
That's
know.
how I know y'all some real.
It's the guy above me. Like he just gonna tap me the whole time. And whenever
Oh,
I
it's
see
okay.
I
see it
am. I'm a
coming.
man. I'm not a woman, boy.
Yeah, we all having a good
Where that boy
conversation.
come
You got to man up to me, sir.
All right.
You got to man up to me, sir.
Where the boy
let
come
these
from,
queens
brother?
talk. Let these queens talk, man.
Where the boy come from?
You called me a house in earlier, man. You don't even know me. Chill out. There ain't no playing the victim around here.
Down here, let her talk,
so
bro.
so you come from a single mother household. Okay, I get it.
Nah. My parents
All
are
right,
happily
yo.
married
All
to
right,
this day.
Joe. Come on, bro. Why are we using stereotypes as insults?
Exactly. My parents happily married to this day. What you talking about? This dude don't even know me. He's
Go on,
43.
let her spit her knowledge, man. Go on, let her
Yes,
spit her knowledge.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know that you got a lot of stories to, you know what I'm saying, express as well. And I ain't over here trying to take over no panels or nothing. It's just I understood what was done to indoctrinate all of us. We all was lied to. You see, me myself personally, I am 43 years young. You know what I'm saying? So I was around before the terminology of African was ever supposed to be attached anywhere. I always knew who I was. I was fortunate to be a part of a family that have the records and documentations. I am in the year 1140 now in my ancestry. None of my people came from Africa and currently have 18,204 acres of land by air from Wyoming to Georgia. You hear me? So the fact that I have the deed, I have the information on these people, you know, actually creating oil wells and profiting off of diamonds and gold that has been extracted off of my land and making us pay for it has made me sick to my stomach. You see, in order for these, I'm not giving these people no power because they really have none, right? We have to sign ourselves up. We have to sign ourselves up to their BS. As long as they can tell you who you are, that will stop you from doing the due diligence of knowing exactly where you came from. You see, our ancestry ain't a group conversation. We all are made up of whoever our family members are. To indoctrinate nobody, I know the words that's coming out of my mouth is going to sound very weird. These aren't the things that come out of my mouth. You ain't gonna hear, and you have not heard them in school or church. But guess what? I figured it out. And the fact that we have people in positions of power that are not just YT, I realized that was the indoctrination. That was the zombie apocalypse to make everybody believe that we all the same, and that basically all skin folk is kinfolk, and that's the fucking lie. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. They not. And it was these religious crusades, right? These holy men and all of this weird shit that took over. It's chess. So I'm gonna just go ahead and land and just, if you want to continue to let people who really know all about you keep stealing your shit, go ahead and let them tell you who you are when they know exactly who you are, and your ass just ain't even claimed your inheritance. That shit's crazy. Like, it's called the DEAD Indian Act. That means that you have not claimed your inheritance. So these people have been acting as a beneficiary and trustee over your shit.
Right. Michelle, what's up?
We just don't know what our people just don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. You know, it's just like somebody like you need to put the word out. Like just put it out there. Just keep putting it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, does everybody agree with you? Does everybody agree with is everybody in agreement right now? Because am I the
Are
only
you
one?
the opposition? Are you in the opposition right now?
Yeah,
All right,
I am.
cool. I got you. Go ahead. What you got to say?
So I believe that the slave Atlantic trade was real, and I do believe that African Americans or Black Americans are descendants of Africans.
Okay, cool. Where's your family from? Hold on. Where's your family from?
My man, I'm first generation. My
First
family's
generation
from,
what?
I'm my family from Ethiopia.
So okay, cool. Your family's from Ethiopia. What's Ethiopian history? Tell us about your history in Ethiopia.
Well, I mean, it's a long history. So what do you want me to like?
Yeah. What tribe are you from in Ethiopia?
I'm Amara.
Amara, cool. What language y'all speak?
Amharic.
Amharic. What's your creation story?
Creation story?
Yeah, what's your creation story?
Wait, what does that mean?
How did your tribe come about? What do you think it means?
So are you talking about my tribe's creation story or my personal?
Your tribe's creation stories.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, the whole Amara, all this kind of stuff, it kind of was brought about through the recent government and stuff like that, where these tribes and all that kind of stuff kind of got separated by. But for the most part, Ethiopia was unified, but we had like all different types of languages and stuff like that throughout the country and stuff. But I don't know what that really has to do with the topic.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out, me personally, why you're interjecting yourself in American conversations.
Well, I'm American.
No, you're not. You're a first generation immigrant. Okay, that don't make you American.
I was born here though.
No, you're Ethiopian.
But I was born here though.
No, you're from Ethiopia. You're not from America. You're not American.
You're African.
Wait, that's not fair though.
It is fair because I'm from America. Hold on. How many American wars have your family fought in?
I mean, my family's not from here though.
No, you're not from here. Exactly.
No, I'm from here. I was born in America.
No, you're not American. You're a U.S. citizen.
So where was I born?
You're born in the United States. That means you're a U.S. citizen. You're not American.
Okay, so where am I from? If I
Ethiopia.
You are from where your
but I didn't grow up in Ethiopia,
which is Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. You're from
but
Ethiopia.
I didn't grow up there though.
Okay, cool. Hold on, y'all. You're from Ethiopia, sir. Hold on. I also don't need no backup singers right now. You're from Ethiopia, right? You're not American.
I'm from America that has Ethiopian.
You're not from America. You're from Ethiopia.
I was literally born here.
Okay, cool. Born. You're born here. That doesn't mean you're from here.
I was raised here.
You were raised here. Doesn't mean you're from here. Where are you from?
What?
No, I don't know why.
I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing anything. You're a citizen of the United States.
No, I think you're confusing my where I'm from with where my parents are from. My parents are from Ethiopia.
You're from Ethiopia. You're an Ethiopian living in America. You're not American.
All right, look. I'm gonna tell you this, right? So when I go to Ethiopia, people don't say I'm from Ethiopia. They say I'm from America.
Well, you're not from America. I'm telling you as an American.
Yo, listen, I can't say that I'm. Listen, my heritage,
if you can get deported for acting up, you're not American.
I can't get
I hate to break it to you like that. Yes, you can.
I can't get deported.
You're an immigrant. What do you mean? You're an immigrant.
I was born in Washington, D.C. I can't get deported.
That's the shit. Why can't you?
Because I'm a born citizen of the United States. What are you talking
about? Sure. But yeah, you're a citizen, not American.
So look, at the end of the day, bro, you can say I'm not from America, whatever. My birth certificate and everything says I'm from America. I have a blue passport. All
right, cool. How long has your family been in America?
Since 1970.
Your family ain't been here 100 years, not even 50.
Yeah, I agree with you. My family's not from here.
So you're not American. American by blood. Am, no.
This is very redundant, bro. Look, let's go on.
It's not redundant. No, I'm trying to figure out why an immigrant, right? You're an immigrant, an anchor baby, right?
How am I an immigrant? I grew up here, gang.
An anchor baby. You're an anchor baby.
Hold on, but this is. I'm not gonna lie. This is not making sense at all, gang.
No, I'm telling you, as an American by blood, that you're not American.
All right, so look, boom.
Can I go over to Ethiopia and say I'm Ethiopian?
No.
Oh, if I had kids in Ethiopia, would they be Ethiopian?
Yes.
No, they wouldn't.
What are you talking about, nigga? Yes, they would.
If I go over and have kids in Ethiopia with an American woman, would I be Ethiopian?
There's no Ethiopian blood there, though.
What? Would I be Ethiopian if me and an American woman go over to Ethiopia and have a child? Would that child be Ethiopian?
I mean, technically yes, but through
No,
bloodline.
they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. They would not
They
accept
were
my child
born
as an
there.
Ethiopian.
They were born there, bro.
They wouldn't. They would not accept my child as an Ethiopian. No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, bro. If you had a baby with an American woman, in Ethiopia,
And Ethiopian, would that
yeah,
child be
and listen,
Ethiopian?
and that baby grew up in Ethiopia, he would be known as an Ethiopian child, bro.
No,
he would
Nico,
not.
With
you're being
American
deceptive.
parents.
No, you're not. No, he would not.
With
Stop
American
it.
parents.
That's not true.
That's
Yes, it
not
is.
true, bro.
What are you talking about, bro? Yes,
I can't go and simulate it. I would not be an Ethiopian.
Look, at the end of the day, bro, I'm American, gang. So I don't know how you trying to chop this up. I'm
No,
African
you trying to be
American,
like us.
literally.
You trying
By
to be
the-
like us. That's what you're doing. You trying to be like us. You
How am I trying to
from
be like
somewhere
y'all?
else, bro. You
How am
from
I trying to be
somewhere
like y'all? I was
else.
born here.
Your family have not
Can I say
known the
something really
struggle.
quick?
Your
Yeah, go ahead,
family
Miss
has
Mimi. Go
not
ahead, Miss
known the
Mimi.
struggle. I'm sorry.
So listen, listen, Nico. Right? I don't want to be your enemy. Okay. I don't see you
I'm
as
not
an
anybody's
enemy.
enemy. I'm
But here's
actually
what
very
I'm.
proud.
No,
I'm here.
I
I'm
know.
open-minded.
I'm just
I'm here to
telling you.
listen to
I'm
y'all.
not saying that. I'm just telling you. But here's what I want to. Here's what I want to say to you.
Mm-hmm.
What you have. Let me say what you're doing right now. A lot of
Mhm.
people come to America and then they see something different than from their own homeland. So in America, they see, okay, well, everybody gets accepted. And I see how people can easily blend in with another culture as long as they have a child here, right? But we know that naturally, that's not the rule anywhere in no country, right? But people have been able to kind of just like doing right now. A lot of people come, everybody gets it now, kind of just like get through the peepholes by his lineage, right? The truth of the matter is that, and you know this, and if we go find an African live right now, when we go on there and we ask them, the Africans will be honest with us and tell us it's still going to be an American child.
Yeah, but listen, you have to understand though that like the common consensus doesn't always mean that that's the right thing. For an example, right? A lot of Ethiopians don't even consider themselves African or black.
Yeah, but that's a completely different topic.
Yeah, but I'm saying is this.
That's
though,
not
like,
what he was saying.
If you go by what people in Africa are saying, you're gonna get a lot of mixed signals because a lot of people are miseducated, uneducated, and the consensus does not always mean that that's the right thing. You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay, so look,
But
can I
a
say
American is trying to tell you how it really works here, and you're not even listening to him.
I'm trying to understand, but he keeps trying
Okay,
to
I got
call
you.
me
I got you.
a foreigner.
Think about this. Hold up, Nico. Think about this. Let's just leave terminology out of all this, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's just talk about by BLOOD, by blood.
Right.
Okay, wait. Let's talk about it by blood. Now, think about blood, and I'm gonna let the host.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Finish, right? So by blood, both of your parents are from Ethiopia, regardless of where you was born at. By blood, are you American?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You're not an American by blood,
exactly what the host
which
was
just
saying.
means you're not an American. Okay, we're talking about America. I said white people aren't Americans. I'll say that to a white person, right? And they're not even white either, if you want to be deep. But that's besides the point, right? With that being said,
so
he's gone.
He had to cut out because he knew he had African blood. He had African blood. There's no getting around with it.
But I have African blood too, so that's the part that I was getting ready to say. I didn't want him to think that I was against him. But here's my concern, because this kind of goes with your topic, host. So it says, was the transatlantic slave trade a hoax, right? So I'm not for sure if it was a hoax or not, but here's what I can say. Based on some of my research, and this may not be the case with everybody, the African blood that I do have, they still did not come here on ships as slaves. They came from Europe. And that's what I'm discovering. And so, I don't know how many other people have that same story, but what they're not telling certain individuals, such as myself and maybe others, when they're putting that on the DNA test, oh, you have African blood in you. And then they're telling you, oh, yeah, because your ancestors were slaves. BS. They were not. And some of them actually come from, like very high end families and stuff like that who actually have a lot and had a lot in Europe. But that's the part that they're not explaining. I don't know if anybody else has that same story, but yeah, I kind of trace back some of the lineage on my father's side, and that's what I discovered.
All right, for sure.
This is what
they
They
'Cause I
came
wanna-
from
I wanna-
east. They came from the north. You know what I'm saying? Into Africa.
My bad, I left. Yo, so somebody was trying to break it down. You said let's stick to blood,
So
right?
let
My
me
bad.
break it down for you really quick. So here's basically what you're not understanding.
Okay.
My family,
Right.
as far as I could go back, has been here for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, how can you come here from Ethiopia and tell us where we're from?
Well, I
'Cause you
mean,
don't know our
that
you
doesn't
don't know our history.
Okay, I got you. Well, my nationality doesn't really have anything to do with whether or not people can look at things objectively and like educationally. So like just because I'm from somewhere, there's history behind things. History is, you know what I'm saying, is documented, and certain things are real. As fucked up as it is, like, you know what I'm saying? So like there can be people from outside of the country that can let us know about certain histories in Ethiopia and stuff like that if the history is documented, if you get what I'm saying. So like trying to like deny your African roots as a black person.
Oh wow.
Listen, trying to deny if history is documented, it doesn't matter where you're from.
History
it's an
is
objective
documented,
truth.
right?
Wow.
There's an
You're right.
objective
All right.
truth.
Host, can I ask him a question?
Hold on, real quick. I got it real quick. I got it. Yeah, hold on, yo. Okay, it's a document history, right? There's a document. History is documented. Someone just told you they have African lineage, right? And she said they came from Europe. That's documented, right? They also documented Africans that came to the United States from different areas, right? That's documented. They also have a number that they have documented, right? It's between 57,000 and 93,000.
Okay.
Right? It's between those numbers. Now, they also had something else documented called the 1850 census, right? The 1850 census said there's only 10,000 Africans living in the United States. And it was millions of people here. So with that being said, if it's less than 1% of the enslaved populations or free colored population is the African, what should that tell you?
No, what? Listen, I think you're arguing, like me and you are arguing two different things. So I'm not really arguing whether or not like the documentation aspect of it. I'm arguing that if something is documented and there's an objective truth, I don't think people should be proof. You get what I'm saying?
Well, what's the objective truth?
The objective truth is that slavery were taken from Africa to brought to America, and then eventually that lineage of African people became part of the American society. And as time went on,
nobody's denying that.
And listen, and as time went on, people like as of today, or at least you guys have now denied your African heritage because of the length of time that your people has been in this land.
Okay, the African heritage. Does everyone have African heritage in the United States that's black?
Now listen, everybody that's black, I think has African heritage.
You think? Do you know? Do you know?
Yeah. I'm just for argument's terms.
Do you know? You know, right? Cool. Have you done the genealogy of every black person in the United States?
Obviously not.
So how do you know?
Because so look, the same way how Asian people come from Asia, black people come from Africa.
Okay, so I got a question for you. Do you know about how many people were reclassified as black in the United States?
No, I don't.
Indians were reclassified as black.
Indians?
Europeans were, yes, Indians, American Indians, the ones from America were reclassified as black. Europeans were reclassified as black. People from India were reclassified as black.
I don't think so.
I don't think so?
No, I don't.
You don't think that's true? Okay,
I need to see evidence of that.
Okay, cool. Bet I got you.
Yeah, let me see evidence of that actually. And if you're right, yeah, man, you're right, bro. You feel me?
Okay, cool. I don't. Yeah, I don't really beat around the bush when it comes to stuff like this. So
yeah, I want to see that actually. That's very interesting.
And sir, you think we're African, but we're in Africa, we naturalized citizens.
Do not look alike. You got to know that an African and Negro look different.
Oh no, that's very wrong. I don't listen. You were speaking. Have you ever been to Africa?
We don't look like West Africans. Sir.
Have you ever been to Africa before?
We don't look like West Africans.
Go to Africa.
Yeah, that's racist as fuck. You can't say you guys don't look like West Africans. You don't even.
We do not look like West Africans.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Calm down, y'all. Calm down. Relax.
Yeah,
all right, cool. We got. Well, I would ask, like, what does a West African look like, and then I'll go on and say
like a black person.
What does that? Hold on. Before I'm gonna address that later. So we got
they
the
look
Thomas
like you.
Jordan
They look
Act.
like you, bro.
What does look like you mean?
West Africans look like you.
I also look like Aboriginal Australians. I also look
But
like
we all don't
Melanesians.
even look alike, so that doesn't make
I was
any
about to
sense.
say, what are we talking about? So hold on, let me
We would all have to look
wait
alike.
a minute.
Okay,
Wait,
so you're saying
hold on,
we all don't look
hold
alike,
on.
right? Because there's a
Hold on.
range of black. There's a
Wait a minute,
range
hold
of
on.
West African. The same way there's a
Hold on.
range of East African people.
There's a range of everything and everywhere.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I was
What I'm
about to
saying
say.
is, but do you look like an Asian person?
So why are you just saying Africa? There's a
Because,
range
because
everywhere.
I'm saying, do you look like an Asian person? No.
We can
You
tell
look like a
between a
Spanish
West
person.
African and a
hold
North
on.
American black
All right,
person.
cool. Hold on, y'all. I got the source up right here.
Yeah,
we'll
let
get
me
to
see.
that
Let me see
later.
what you was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We got the Thomasine Jordan Act in Virginia. Right here, as Title 4, Section 57.
Uh-huh.
The Virginia Vital Statistics Bureau classified all non-reservation Indians as Negro.
And what was this?
This was in the 1900s.
And they classified all what?
Non-reservation Indians as Negro. That's just one example.
So
I
wait,
could go all
when
day.
you say okay, so are they talking about Native Americans or like Indian?
Non-reservation, and who else would be on the reservation?
As Negro? Okay. I thought you was talking about most people today are classified as like Indians today. You know what I'm saying?
Indians today, if they're enrolled in the tribe, are classified as Indian, right?
And if they're
Or
not enrolled
Native
in the tribe,
American.
they're classified as Negro to this day.
Yes.
I didn't know
They're
that.
descendants of. It's the same thing. Those are
Yeah.
the descendants.
That's what we're saying.
Oh, okay. So you guys are now saying that you guys are one of those people.
Yes, I descend from those people. I'm
Okay,
related
so
to
hold
chiefs
on.
that were.
My bad, my bad.
I'm literally related to chiefs that were.
Okay, so you're
You know?
saying that you're Native American.
I'm saying I'm American Indian.
Yeah.
No, we're
So you got
American. We're saying we're Indian.
Oh, okay.
We're native to this land. That's what we are.
Aboriginal American Indian.
That's what we
For
are.
sure.
Wait,
Aboriginal.
Oh man.
The ones that was reclassified as Black, African, Afro American, colored.
Wow. This is wild, bro.
Okay,
all
so-
kind of names, huh?
So let me say something real quick, and I just want to say this because Nipsey Hussle, you know, I'm from LA, right? I'm from Compton, right?
Nipsey Hussle was not. He was African.
He was from Ethiopia. He was from East.
Correct.
Wait a minute.
I'm going somewhere.
He was half African. He was
No,
half African.
He was
Correct. He was
Okay,
half.
but his dad was Ethiopian, right?
For sure.
Half.
He's
His dad.
Eritrean.
So look. So they asked him. It was like, well, what's your? He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? My father from Ethiopia, but I'm from LA though. You know what I'm saying? I'm an American because I was born on this soil. So I identify being American.
Yeah, I said the same thing, but they called me a foreigner.
No, he was talking about the work that
he said
put
because
in
I was raised
America.
around American culture. And that's what he's telling y'all. He's from American culture.
Oh, but
He still has an American parent.
himself,
I was about to say he has an American parent. But what are
You
we
guys,
talking
he
about?
still has an American parent. He was
This is
birthed
terrible,
by
bro.
Americans.
This is terrible. This
Yeah,
why we so
his
divided.
mom literally has Creole and Choctaw roots. Like
Damn,
I've done Nipsey. I've done Nipsey Hussle's genealogy, dude.
You really claiming this Native American shit, bro? Listen.
I'm not claiming. Did I say? Hold on.
You never said Native American.
I never said Native American.
Indigenous to America.
Yeah, because
Those two are
did
not
the research on
necessarily
my family.
synonymous.
I did the research on my
Indigenous
family.
to America, right? Without the slave trade. Hey, look, bro.
Hold on. Without the slave trade, bro. Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you let me finish, please?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Okay. I know y'all want to talk. Y'all just want to talk so bad. What I was saying, right? I can name I'm from the first two colonies, Virginia and Maryland, the first two. When they brought people over in 1619,
yeah, I'm
they
from
had
DC.
You said you're from DC?
Yeah, bro.
You're from DC?
I was born here, bro. Yeah.
You're from DC. Okay, cool. With that being said, right? I'm from these areas. Right. My family has originated from these areas. Right. In 1619, they had names of people. They had names. They documented these people. I don't descend from any of those people.
Okay, I hear you. So let me ask you something. Have you ever been to like some of these like Native American situations and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, I've been to powwows. I've been all over.
Did you see people that look like you?
Yes. In Baltimore, the powwow in Baltimore is mostly people that look like me. So yeah, when I hear people say, "Oh, powwow," if you go to one on the East Coast, it's a lot of people that look like me there.
Okay, and you think that there's no African in you at all?
I've seen people lie about the people in my family being African. I have records.
I'm asking you, like, do you honestly think?
I have records of that. I have records of proving my family lineage, right? I have yet to find a freaking African, right? The person they said was African wasn't African.
All right, so let me better like ask you this question. Do you think that you're more connected to your African ancestry or to your Native American ancestry?
So, okay, cool. My parents never learned about being African. That should tell you something.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, yes, it does. Why didn't their parents pass? Yes, it does. Why didn't their parents pass down the oral tradition of being from Africa?
Bro, you gotta understand, Africans came here in like 1500s, bro.
Okay, 1500s, cool. Can you name those Africans?
Why would I name those Africans?
They had Spanish names. They had Spanish names, right? They had Spanish names.
What does me naming those Africans have to do with any of this point going forward?
Yeah, they were documented. That's the point.
I'm saying, like, okay, so hold on. So you're telling me that
by Spain, sir?
Huh?
Documented by Spain. You said Africans came in the 1500s with the Spanish.
But no, naming those people isn't going to further your point, though.
Yes, it is, because they were documented.
But that's not that's not my question.
They had names that mean. Okay, cool. Why didn't my family pass down African oral traditions and history?
Okay, so look, I'm gonna explain to you like this, right? So look, I have a brother.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know.
Cool. I'm gonna explain to you like this. I have a brother. Okay, remember I told you I'm first generation. I have a little brother, right? I'm the oldest out of three. My little brother, he doesn't really vibe too hard with the Ethiopian culture like that. You get what I'm saying? He's used to what he grew up in. And I don't think like he's gonna marry an Ethiopian woman. I don't think he's gonna do that, right? So look, as time goes, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. A lot of the culture and all that kind of stuff that I grew up on and all that kind of stuff is probably gonna die with me because I'm gonna go on and just live what I'm used to. You know what I'm trying to say? Me personally, I don't want to do that, but he does. So look, think about it like this, right? If my little brother has a baby and then his baby has a baby and we go down 100 years down the line, eventually that Ethiopian culture and heritage is not going to be passed down from generation to generation because they're so used to where they're at, the culture that they're, you know what I'm saying, digesting and stuff like that. So it's very logical for you not to, you know what I'm saying, hear about African heritage.
Your argument is invalid, though. Your argument is invalid because if they're in a place, they're continuously mixing with people from that place. They're no longer in Ethiopia. And if they were continuously in America, like some people, they only want to divulge in their own culture. They have a whole communities of just those people. They're gonna continuously get that information, that culture. But the reason that they would not have that culture is if they're continuously mixing with people that are not Ethiopian until there's no trace of Ethiopian left. That's the only way.
That's what. That's
basically what he's saying.
That's my point.
Okay, cool. Right. Yeah. I have no record of an African, me descending from an African.
When you say no record,
and I'm in the 15 and 16. I'm in the 15 and 1600s. If I found an African,
hold on. I'm okay. You're confusing me. Hold on. Let's get clear, all right? So you said I'm in the 15 and 1600s. What does that mean?
When do you think the Africans came over? If the first Africans came in 1619 to Virginia,
so wait, hold
right?
on. You're telling me that your lineage begins in the 1500s?
No, it doesn't. It goes past that, right?
It goes before that, correct?
Yeah. I come from Paleo Indians.
What are Paleo Indians? Are those Native Americans?
They're the first inhabitants in America. They're the first people of America. Paleo Indian, ancient people.
Why don't you question the Australian Aborigines, the Fijians, or the Micronesians?
I don't know about them.
Questioning us about our lineage. This man is telling you what he is.
I don't know about them. I'm not Australian, gang. I'm from America, dude.
I remember.
You're not American, though.
I remember Darvin posting records. Darvin posted his records before. He literally shows where he comes from.
Literally, I'm still around the people where I'm come from. I'm still in the Piscataway Lake land in Baltimore, in Southern Maryland. Right, I'm still here.
Does he have an American name or a last name? What do you have an American last name? Do your parents have an American last name?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I don't think that's important though.
One second. One second.
Yeah, it is important.
Why?
Because it is important because
where did you get your last name from though?
If you're American,
slave owner last name.
Yeah, like what the fuck? That is a terrible.
No. The
That's
slave.
bad, bro.
Hold on. The slave
Last name is bad, Gandy. You don't want to go down.
Hold on. The slave owners took
Let
our
him
name.
finish, bro.
The slave owners took.
My family's indigenous last name is Cobb. Samuel Cobb, his name is in Choctaw is Chajobapad. He literally switched his name to Samuel Cobb to gain rights for himself because literally during the time that he was a chief, they did not recognize indigenous names on census records. He could not get any recognition for himself or have any kind of rights for himself. So he adopted a European name in order to gain rights for himself, in order to ascend to whiteness. Through him, my family is able to claim allodial land. We literally own a land patent, allodial land, meaning the government cannot tax it. They don't have any control over it. We are sovereign over that land. My family owns that. And guess what? Because of him as well, that only was due to him adopting a European last name and starting to work, because his name wouldn't even be put on a treaty if it was in Choctaw. That's why when you look at all the treaties, the name might sound indigenous, but it's in English. There's no name on a treaty, especially for indigenous people, where the name is not an indigenous name. I mean, where the name is an indigenous name.
So you telling me these white tees had last names when they couldn't even wash themselves? Are you shitting me? They couldn't even wash themselves. But they had last names though. Hold on. But they had last names though, but they couldn't wash themselves up. They didn't even know how to talk. We taught them everything and they took it, bro. Oh, damn. Go ahead, man.
It was something like Shoemaker.
The Europeans didn't even have
last names,
bro.
It would be something like Shoemaker.
All right.
This is what I'm telling them. This is what was passed down in Europe. Right. It would be shoemaker. Right. It would be blacksmith. It would be letterman. It would be something where it was a job.
Then why you got white tees? Hold on. Why you got white tees with I got white tees with Williams and all that stuff. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where they get them last names from?
One second. I want to go back to the One second, bro. Mm-hmm. Just 1 second. If you're requesting right now, the stage is full. If anybody on stage wants to drop, you can. Feel free, right? So yeah, but Google is free. Like, bro, if folks want to debunk anything we're saying, you're gonna have to do our genealogy. That's all I got to say about that.
I just think that.
Okay, wait, hold on, David. Let's continue this conversation from earlier.
You made an argument earlier.
It's dark.
Yeah, dark.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
So listen, you said
we can hold on, Nico.
Okay.
We can actually finish it, but I do want you to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
You're a first generational,
right? Yep.
And just because you're born here, you decided to tell us what you think, feel, and may know, right?
Yeah.
Because you really don't know, right? The fact that, and trust me, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just being honest. It's the audacity for first generational, second or third to try to tell us who we are, the original people, right? Now, I'm quite sure you've been in this life for a very long time, right? So answer me this, because I still haven't got this answer.
Right.
Is there a boat that could bring anybody from Africa straight to America and vice versa today?
You said, is there a boat?
Thank you for the gifts.
Wait, you said, is there a boat?
A ship, a boat, steamboat. Since, we're talking about history, we could talk about today. Is there one that can bring us from America to Africa or from Africa to America by boat, not by plane or nothing else?
Yeah.
Did you just say yeah?
Yes, bro.
Check at that notion. Yes, it is.
Okay, so since you say yes, right? Can you show proof?
Of what?
Because
of boats that are able to cross the Atlantic?
Hold on. Hold on, because we the type of people, right? We're not finna just go by you just saying yes.
Hold on, I'm
Prove
confused.
to us.
I'm confused. Are you claiming? Hold on. Are you claiming?
Pause. Hold up. What you say?
Well, you got to put your emotions aside. We're having a conversation. Listen.
Hold on. Who was you talking to? Let me tell you this, Nico. Stop playing
You got to
with me.
You got to
Okay,
put your
first of all,
emotions
stop playing
aside.
with
We're
me.
having an
You
objective
can do them little
conversation,
Ethiopian
bruh.
women like that, but what you're not gonna do is play with my intelligence. Now, all I ask you to do is one simple question: show me proof, because we don't come from y'all.
Listen, so
No, I'm not gonna listen to nothing. Show me proof. You just said yes. Show us proof.
Yo, bro, I'm trying to have a conversation. Are you just about to be in your
I'm
emotions?
trying to have a conversation.
He wants you to
Answer the
show.
question.
You heard the woman. You heard the woman.
No, and I'm gonna reply that, but I'm saying this: why is the burden of proof on me when she's making a claim against history?
Who is you talking to?
A boat.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No.
A lot of
The
these
burden
Africans.
of
Hold up.
proof, the burden
My
of
bad,
proof
host.
is
I just
not
want to
on
say
me.
this
She's
for the
making the
people who's
claim,
listening.
not
Be
me.
quiet. Mute up. Hold up. Mute up. First of
mute
all,
up,
this is
Nico.
what y'all love to do. Y'all love to try to weaponize us.
Huh?
You just came up here and claimed, right, that you believe that basically African quote unquote Americans, because that ain't us. We're not African Americans. That's so 1988, right? You saying that we all came from Africa. But I'm asking you, as a modern day, can you show me proof of a vessel on water that could bring anybody from Africa to America or from America to Africa? That's all I ask you. Now, trust and believe. If you look up Wikipedia or excuse me, Expedia or something like that, some type of travel guide, you better make sure that it's not have nothing to do with the itinerary of no plane, train, or motherfucking vehicle. Since you feel that we came on a wooden boat, wood on top of salt water, 3 to 6 months without stopping to have any fucking canned goods or nothing. If you could show me proof that there's one vessel that can bring us from here to there, there to here, what's up?
Hundreds of people stacked on top of each other.
Hey, do you want me to break down the type of boats too? Because I got different type of boats.
I'll do it. I just asked you one thing. You ain't got to do all that.
Go ahead, bro.
You can
Wait,
put
I
your
think
camera
the
on this
question
show.
is there
tell
a
you.
boat that still exists today from that time period that can do that?
Well, hold on. She said today though. That's what confused the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I can go down the list.
Okay, look,
I can go down the list,
let me just
bro.
say this. I see how that confused you, right? Because we're talking about ancient times. The reason why I said today is because we are more advanced, right?
Supposedly.
We have better, you know what I'm saying? We don't have just wooden boats and relying on
We
the
have
wind,
monohull.
right? Right. So that's why I said today.
Yeah, I just gave
So
you an
you shouldn't be
example.
confused no more, right?
Yeah, monohull. A monohull.
Yep.
Say that again.
A monohull.
Yep.
Okay, so can you show us one? Or
I just
do
told
know
you.
of
I just
any?
gave you. I just answered your question.
Yeah, show
What is it?
directly.
You can put your camera on, though, bro.
Yeah, it's a monohull. It going directly from United States to Africa, West Africa.
Yes.
And vice versa.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay. Why?
Cool. So,
okay. Oh, wait.
Great
One
discussion.
second.
Great
One
discussion.
second.
Now,
One
let's
second.
get back to the-
Hold on. Wait 1 second. Why? I know Navy SEALsmen, and they said they've never done that before.
Well, I need to see the proof of that. The
all
conversation.
of a sudden he got to see the proof.
Oh,
I do. I need to see your proof. I gave you my proof. You guys asked for something. I gave it to you.
Yeah, I gave you a direct source. Okay, cool. I can hit him up.
Yeah, hit him up, and if he talks about it, then yeah, I'm down.
I heard this on different accounts too, like 2 Navy SEALsmen.
I need to see
have
the account.
said
If not,
this.
I don't believe you.
Shit.
Okay, cool.
But you need to see your asses back to Africa.
You didn't even show.
You're racist.
That's where he needs to go, right?
That's fucked
Hold on,
up.
all
You're
right.
racist.
Yeah. Wait 1 second. You didn't even show no proof, Nico. You just told us something.
No, she said, tell me the types of boats that can cross the Atlantic.
She said show it. Show it.
We said show. We said
You
pull
said
up
show
your
What you
it.
want me to give you a picture?
Pull up your
camera
and show us, gang.
A lot of slaves died too, though. All of them didn't make it unalive. My bad.
I want to know the boats that can bring, from back in that time period, man. Yeah, I want to see a boat.
Ain't a
Yeah,
boat.
hundreds of people, and these people were defecating, these people were urinating, they were in septic state.
Yeah, hold up,
They
pause.
made it here to work.
Ranger,
Come on,
can we
man.
talk about that?
how did people say how did Columbus, dude?
Hold on, pause. Can we have
hold
a real
on, hold
history
on.
lesson?
Wait a minute. Wait a
I'm
minute.
sorry,
Wait a
host, I'm
minute.
sorry,
Wait a minute.
host.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Sorry,
This
host,
is a
go ahead.
bad argument, bro.
It's not a bad. They've never sailed directly across the Atlantic. They don't do it today.
Nah, bro, this is bad, bro. Y'all doing
No,
bad right now.
All right,
you're not. Then prove it.
I already did, bro.
No, you didn't.
I told you.
And I gave you what people that sail across the sea told me.
Yeah, but no, you haven't proved to me that they said it though.
You haven't proved nothing either. Show
I
a boat.
did. I told you that.
Why haven't you shown
Can I step
anything?
in real quick though? Can I step
Why
in?
haven't?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
Somebody, because I want to go back to the
real
little
quick, bro?
what white people did about the claiming the Native American outside of the reservation is Negro. I want to go back to that, but y'all can
Wait,
work with
what?
the boat shit.
So what benefit?
It's a sir.
What benefit would they have with telling us that we came from Africa and then we're not?
What you think? What you think that the benefit will be?
No, I'm just saying. I'm asking you.
What you think?
Me being an indigenous person.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
Here, I'm just
No,
saying.
hold on. They're talking to me.
Lying to us and saying that we came from Africa, right? That why would they lie about that? What benefit would they get from that?
What you think the benefits was? If you lied to people from America about being from somewhere else,
crazy. They won the land,
Keep
brother.
their land, right?
I'm asking.
Their land, right? If you keep them asleep, if you keep a certain people asleep, you can take over their land.
At the same time, we're
without
arguing
their
against a brother who's from Africa and he was raised on our soil, but we don't accept him because he came from Ethiopia.
who said we're saying he's not American by blood?
I'm accepted. I'm just not accepted by these
we
niggas
don't
on TikTok.
accept
I'm
him.
accepted though.
Who is
Hold
it?
on. We didn't say we don't accept him. We just say he's
I just say you're from he's from
He's
Ethiopia.
African brother.
Why can't we tell people where they're from, right?
So if he have a
if you have a baby
with a black, if he have a with a BOK woman, he have a baby with them to his kids or American because his girlfriend was a BOK.
If she's American, then their kids are half American.
right.
All right. Can I put an argument out there, please? Because I think this will clear up a lot of the tension. All right. So look, I think the main point to focus on is three things. One, when conquistadors were coming to America, there were no engines, right? So when they were taking voyages, oftentimes they have to plan around weather conditions, things like that. They use things called carracks. Carracks cannot dock on shore, like close to the shore. You have to take a rowboat and roll your way from the boat to the shore and vice versa. So what I'm asking you is this is a better question. How is it, if you were in chains, even if you were in chains, chained at the feet and at the arms with, let's say, 7 other people in a row on a rowboat, you are not fighting 2 people rowing the boat a mile? You're on a boat. They did not have guns back then. They had swords. You could easily 5 people can overpower 2 people, even with chains on. So what I'm saying to you is, how realistic is it that they brought 4 million people over the course of, it was less than 200 years of slavery in the United States of America? And I can even show you 2 sources that prove my claim correct. Now listen to this. Hold on. This is a source that I literally just screenshot. This is a source that I literally just screenshot. It's called The Forced Removal of Enslaved Persons.
2 years.
Look at the sources.
ahead.
Hold on. Everybody stop talking. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, you got it. I gave you the big screen.
I said it was 200 years. Oh, so this is literally Africa to Carolina. This is the forced removal of slaves from Africa to Carolina in the 16th century, launching an epidemic, an epic journey in both proportion and impact. So specifically in North Carolina, the 16th century is the 1700s. All right. So they're saying that in hold on, let me go to the other part of this source. They're saying from 1759 to 1787, 11 voyages are documented, bringing approximately 2,000 enslaved Africans from the continent of Africa to North Carolina shores. This does not include many laws on board the vessels prior to disembarking in North Carolina's ports. Now, what I'm asking you this, look, you see them rowing all these people, this image depiction of how it was, because they're rowing from the carrack to shore. You mean to tell me all these people could not overthrow the 2 people, the 3 people, even if it was 6? Look how much they're allegedly crowded. And
but that's, I don't know.
Wait, listen. There's stories of them. There's stories of them overpowering. There's stories of them overpowering. For example, like they literally opened the ship and everything. So what I'm saying is,
created this website? Africans that just came over.
Who created this website and who put that picture out there?
This website?
No, it's not even about authenticity of the website.
African American Heritage Combination. It's
Because
from
we questioned everything.
Hold on,
AAAAAC
you don't see him on the
website.gov.
screen. Can
Hold
y'all
on, one
calm
mic,
down?
one mic, yo.
Damn.
Like, damn, one mic. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all a little too antsy for me on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. Some of y'all act like hyenas on here. I'm gonna be kind of nice, right? Hyenas. Have some decorum, please. Thank you.
All right.
To answer your question, the source comes from aah.nc.gov.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to.
So this is the government source.
Who created that website?
It's a government source, the brother said.
So the government is what? Is the government always with us or against us?
A government source.
Is the government?
Stephen, hold on. Let me just say this real quick. This is a perfect time for people if they really want to know, right? As he just gave y'all the document, I saw nobody who's questioning this information. Write it down. I didn't see their screen go to teacup time to try to look it up themselves. If you up here to try to argue, who the fuck we are, hold on. If you up here to do that, can you please do that on an African live? Go over there.
Racist. You're racist.
And on top of that, stop.
Yo, come
That's
on.
what I'm saying. Why? First of all, to even give you a space. Hold on.
You're racist, bro.
To give you a stop.
Watch your mouth.
Us,
Stop. Hold on. Stop over talking her, yo. Go ahead.
are actually lucky that we allowed a first generational person to come up here and have an opinion. Right? You are lucky and you think it's funny. But when I tell you that when it's time to go, you go. Why do you think that Trump is getting rid of this birth certificate thing? You're gonna be on the first one smoking. First of all, let's just talk about phenotypes.
Hold on. Hey, you say she's not qualified to speak. What sources have you dropped, Mr. Still Got It?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
What sources have you dropped?
She speaks very well, and she has a lot of antics when she speaks, and she can raise and lower her voice. She can do all that, and she's winning the crowd. But what she just told him was bullshit. Sorry.
What was bullshit?
First of all, that's what I've been saying.
Hold on, let me handle this receipt, guys. I got it. Like what she's saying is BS.
She's reiterating the same notions as the white supremacists.
He just told him that
how is that white supremacy?
He said when it all comes down to it, he's gonna be the first to go, and which he's not going nowhere. He was born on American soil, so he would not.
He is, but go ahead.
He won't have to worry about it. Now, if his parents maybe,
family that came.
But him being born here, he's straight in the good.
No,
like,
you ain't been looking at the documents. Trump said that he wants.
Man, stop looking at documents and start looking at the truth.
What? Okay.
Trump says he wants
you understand that?
Born here too.
Nigga, I can talk about all the amendments. You know, if anybody on here recite all the amendments.
43 years old, everybody. Remember, this is a 43-year-old black man that's talking right now.
Nico. Okay, let me ask Nico. That you was out of here, right?
You said what?
Nico, listen, am I right or wrong about that, brother?
And just looking at your profile, I see why you mad.
You can't gain nothing from my profile. I got about 12 videos.
Say, bro?
And I'm a comedian, so my profile does not speak the story of my life. So stop it.
Mm-hmm. Were born here and deported them. This has already happened.
Where you from again? I'm sorry.
I live in Texas.
I live in California, my brother.
Listen what I'm saying. I'm not trying to.
More immigrants over there than over here, brother.
No, I'm not trying to debate that. I'm trying to let you know that it's not just, even if you have a birth certificate, it doesn't matter. They just did it at a school my sister works at. The teacher called on the kids, and they took the kids, deported them in their family. Their kids were born here.
And there's a denaturalization process also. Keep in mind.
Yes, let's see how far he can go to actually get them out.
We're gonna go far.
Right,
bro.
Let's see if he can actually get them out.
Go far.
Bro, what are you?
And then let me tell you something.
Can I finish the point that I was making?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You can finish, Jay Bird. You can. Yeah.
My bad, bro.
So I only put 2 points. My third point and the final point that I was trying to make was that this was over the span of 30 years. this slave trade happened in North Carolina, where they documented it. Started later. And they said that it did, and they make it seem like 1611 is when slaves just automatically mass influxed into the United States. It's a slow start. In 1769 was when it first started in North Carolina, which is also on the East Coast. So what I'm saying is, when you got that number and you have the number of how many came to North Carolina,
you gotta fix your internet today, Bird.
32 years.
Yeah, we do.
Sorry, I'm about to be done though. Over the span of 32 years. Only 2 people made it to America. You can't tell me in 30 years, 4 million.
Can I ask you a question? Do you believe in Christ?
Yeah, bro, hold on. Wait a minute. All right,
Bro,
let's
chill.
because I want to go back
Noah's
to. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Noah's Ark. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right, cool. I just want to get back, guys. The immigration, political talk. I want to get back to the topic.
Noah's Ark is unbelievable. But if he's a Christian, he got to believe in Noah's Ark, and if he believes in Noah's Ark, then he believes
if we can't. I'll say as the host, I don't believe in the Bible. As the host,
he believes in the Bible, right?
Not fighting people.
Argument.
Yeah, I want to transition if we can. I want to transition to a history lesson real quick.
Yeah,
but it was
go ahead.
Ranger brought up something very, very profound earlier. He was talking about the manure crisis of 1897. And I'm not about to put this shit up on the screen because if y'all want to, y'all can look it up. Excuse my French, I'm sorry. But y'all can look this up if y'all want to. In this time, the time they claim to have built the New York subway and the original Yankee Stadium, they claim to have built this while dealing with a manure crisis in which they had 40 feet of horse manure in a lot. Think about that, 4 stories of horse manure, because they don't know how to deal with horse urine or horse manure because they didn't have consistently running water. Secondly, at the same time, they're claiming to have constructed buildings out of marble, granite, and sandstone. You need not only do you need a diamond tip saw to cut marble, granite, and sandstone, but you also need a continuous stream of flowing water to do so. For the Palace of Versailles in France, that they claim that there was no bathrooms in it originally, and you can look that up. But they claim that the families that moved into the Royal Palace of Versailles were literally defecating and urinating on the floors because there was no running water. But this is the same people that want you to believe that they cut these things to laser accuracy without running water. Okay. And
the pyramids.
The last point that I'm gonna make.
Yo, can you let him finish?
The last point that I wanted to make was just reiterating the fact that we're talking about a time period in which they're using horse and buggy. All right. You got to understand the logistics of what it would take to bring 6 slabs of sandstone that weigh 1 ton each. I did the math. You literally need 6 draft horses at least. Draft horses are not traveling at a speed of more than 10 miles per hour. Again, this is all math. This is science. Y'all can look it up.
Explain the pyramids in Egypt
what
and abroad
about them?
that they think that should not have been possible.
I'll explain the pyramids in Egypt real quick. We got pyramids in America. There's pyramids all over the continent.
No, at the time how they get that high?
They got that high.
How did they get that high from what? If you want to know where they got their high from, psychedelics from America. That's where they got their high from.
No, how did those pyramids get built? Brick by brick, that tall, without any kind of skyscraper.
They used all types of herbs, right? They use all types of herbs, right? Because it's a book called The Quantum Science of Psychedelics, right? Now, with that being said, right? If you see those rituals that they do in the hieroglyphs, they use nature to help them elevate to positions.
Why don't we try to use nature right now and build a pyramid then?
All right. Why don't you tell?
I'm just telling you that don't believe everything you read like y'all told me, right?
To go build a pyramid.
I can't. You can't believe you're such a. I walk by faith. Come on.
I am. I'm gonna continue to be.
But that's not. You don't believe? Okay. Cool.
You'll believe anything.
Yeah.
Y'all judge and think you know where.
And no source is good enough for him. We pulled up information from government websites and everything. Nothing is ever good enough for this man.
Remember, he's 43 years old too.
You must be the only child in the family. You must be the only child.
Remember, this man 43 years old too.
He
they got every excuse for motherfucking how pyramids
no
is
source.
built, some of nature and all that.
No, I can tell you how to.
You don't believe you don't believe they was using nature to help them out? Is nature a bad thing?
No, but I'm telling you, can we go use nature right now without no machines and nothing and build some pyramids like that? Can we do it?
Give me 100 years, yeah.
Yeah, you can. Like people build things all the time. What are we talking about? There's pyramids. How do you think the Americans built pyramids? They use nature. You need rocks, you need minerals, you need bricks, you need stone. That's literally nature.
What are
you talking about?
Knowledge.
But we have no record of how long it took to build the pyramids, right?
Of course, because
we have no proof,
you didn't have the white tees back then.
We wasn't there to see it. We wasn't there to see it, though. It didn't really happen. Realistically, they had construction workers out there, and they had all these poles and stuff, and they were building like that. Right, since we wasn't there to see it, I can say that there was construction workers back then in there with hard hats and all the machinery.
So you think
Back to the Future stuff, right?
Nobody was back. No one was back when Jesus was around. How about that? We've never seen Jesus though.
But he's recorded history by every. But he's recording history by every.
But you never seen them though.
Right?
You never seen them, so you don't know if he's a real person.
Oh, I go.
So by everything recorded in history, he walked this earth, right? By every religion. No religion denies Jesus. Now,
did you see him?
Oh, that's false.
Study?
Whoa, that's false. Whoa.
Yeah, I was about to say hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, you're derailing like hell right now, bro. We trying to get back to the topic. We're going to. You're derailing.
You're going on religion and shit.
If you were a Muslim,
you're Mr. Stick. Stop. You're derailing. I'm saying you're derailing the conversation.
You say you don't believe in God, right, host? So what do you believe?
That's not the topic. The topic
you're
is
derailing. I was about to say you're derailing the.
Listen, I said that.
All right, bro. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Moving on. Host said moving on. We moving on.
You might got to kick him.
Stop it.
I was just about to. I was just about to. Then you said we're
moving on. We moving on.
All right. You be moving on then. All right, cool. I'm glad you came back to yourself.
I'm not being disrespectful, so why should I be kicked?
Man, you called us house.
I'm not agreeing with the panel.
You was disrespectful from the jump.
Yes,
you ain't come here in good faith. I don't forget.
Yo, Dark, can we talk
you know
about
how
that
earlier
thing?
you made that statement?
What's up?
Oh, one mic. What you say? What you say to me?
Can we talk about the little thing you
know
said about
earlier
non-reservation India?
Hold on. So two people talking at once.
The non-reservation Indians are considered Negroes. I want to get back to that.
All right, what's there to get back to?
So, are you claiming, so based on that, right, that non-reservation Indians are Negroes, right? Is that what you're harping on to? Like, is that why you've claimed that?
It's many. Has been affected by that, sir.
Yeah, I'm saying, is that
I'm literally related to.
Hey,
no, dude.
Got the DOS rolls pulled up. What Jay got to say?
Yeah, he got a census pulled up, right? I have answers. I'm related to chiefs that resurrected tribes.
Okay, so
I'm related to Taina Naga and Chajoba Pod.
I'm not gonna hold you like that. I'm not gonna hold you like, bro. This is not really adding up for me, bro.
I don't give a fuck if it adds. Hold on, let me remind you. I don't give a fuck if it adds up to you. You're an immigrant.
Right.
Damn.
Facts.
Like you're a first generation anchor baby.
Facts.
What your opinion has no value to what I have to say. You're not from here.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
No. Wait a minute. You're not from here. Your families ain't fought no wars here, right? Your family don't own land here, right? Your family don't have no land. These no land patents here.
They own land here.
They don't own. No, they don't have no land patents. They don't have no land grants. Your folks, goddamn, your folks ain't been here 100 years, not even 50, or barely even 50 years, right?
50, yeah.
So with that being said, yeah, your opinion holds no weight to where I'm from. Your history is real minute, real small compared to mine in America.
That doesn't change the fact that you're not African.
No, it don't. It doesn't change
your history.
That doesn't change your ancestry.
Hold on. Hold on. Since you want to tell me about my history, you're an Amharic, right? You're not the original person to Ethiopia.
I understand that.
You're a colonizer. Hold on. Yeah, you're an Axumite. You're hold on. No.
I understand that.
Axumite. You're not the Cushitic. You're not the Cushitic people.
Accept that.
Right. You're not the original Ethiopian.
I accept
cool.
that though.
Now I'm glad you can accept that. Right.
But
cool.
you need
so
to
you a colonizer.
well.
Hold on. Wait. No. You're a colonizer, right?
Your
and you're
mind
acting
is
like a colonizer. No, my mind is not colonized.
Oh,
You're
I
a
don't know about
colonizer.
that,
You're an
but
Axumite.
you got to go back to Africa
no.
see people who look like you.
Did the Axumite not
Native Americans don't look
take
like you,
over?
gang.
Hold on,
You gotta
wait.
wake up.
Hold on. What does an American Indian look like?
We all know what they look like. They don't look like your ass.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, hold on. Wait a minute. I got this. Why?
That's the funny thing. Y'all so
it-
quick to claim Native
Oh
Americans.
my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Can y'all shut up? Shut up.
You gotta wake up.
Stop talking while I'm talking.
Yo,
before
bitch
you get
ass
dropped.
up, nigga. I smack the shit.
All right, get the fuck off my stage, man.
Oh, bro.
See,
goodbye.
They prove
Get the
themselves
fuck off
every
my
time.
stage. I was about to say, I wish y'all. Hold on. I'm a trained fighter, right? I'm not about this brilliant ass Ethiopian is not going to talk to me crazy. So, with that being said, yeah, he said, "Shut your bitch." Like, get the hold on, your accent. I was about to say this Axumite. That's a colonizer, right? You're a colonizer. You colonize. You colonize because shit. Yo, hold on. Wait a minute. Goddamn. I was about to say, goddamn. I'm trying to speak. This goddamn Axumite trying to come in alive, right? You're a colonizer. You colonize the Cushitic people of Ethiopia. You're not from there. You're a Yemenite. You're from Yemen. Since you want to talk about history, you're from Yemen. You gave him a platform. You're right. I did give him a platform for too long. But this goddamn Yemenite ain't gonna come up here and try to tell me nothing. You're a colonizer. They act like we don't know their history over there.
Nah, bro, you ain't give them a platform for too long. We need these examples so we can know who the real enemies is. Like Harriet Tubman said, she would have murked more than she took with her. You heard me?
She should have. She should have.
I ain't even gonna care.
I was gonna prove them wrong.
We got
legitimately.
we
left
gotta stop.
of how
We
we
gotta
look
stop
like.
being nice. We gotta stop being a nice people. That's just what it is. We gotta stop being nice. That's all it
What's
is.
good?
Come on, so we supposed to be nice, but they supposed to be docile. I mean, fucked up.
So Darvid, you know how earlier you made the statement that you have evidence, huh?
Yeah, go ahead. I was listening to you.
Oh, so I was saying you had said that you had evidence that proved that they were lying about where your ancestors came from, right? So this was just to prove the point of how they were taking indigenous people, making them colored initially. Everybody that was not European was considered colored at one point. And then they went ahead and they turned everyone colored to Negro. All right, but so I'm gonna show a picture of two of my relatives, my ancestors that were enslaved, right? The genealogists that did this literally circled the entire west coast of Africa and said, because they were enslaved, they must have come from here. These are the only two ancestors that I have that
Power
were
to
enslaved.
power to the people. What up?
But
what's up, man? Peace.
When you look, I actually found photos. Of these people. Hold on a second, and it's just pretty funny because this is what they look like. These are the people that were allegedly African slaves. You know, we can't go based off of lookership, but I'm just saying I've never seen a West African look like this in my life.
My dear brothers and sisters, can I back up what my brother is saying on the panel with some clips?
If he's done, you can.
Yeah, when I can back him up, for sure.
Are you done, Jay Bird?
I was pretty much done. I was just saying that the genealogists that did the research literally just assumed because they were African because they were enslaved that they came from Africa. He has no record of them ever coming from Africa and no record of their parents. He just has two children literally after the American Revolution now put into slavery, which doesn't make any sense.
I want to say this. Y'all know census records aren't slave records, number one. And you know what the Census Bureau is. They come to your property, they want to talk to the owner. You know, they want to know his occupation, how old he is, and everybody else in the house. So tell me, why the fuck would they put down your skin color? Just think about it.
Exactly.
All right, what's up? You can go ahead, Haitian.
You could drop me.
All right.
Go ahead. All right.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Honors and powers to the people, indigenous. We know each other. Greetings. I wanted to
Hey.
back up. Yeah, greetings, sis. Yeah, what you doing? What's up? Honors. I wanted to
Go ahead.
I wanted to back up what the brother just told all of us who are viewers and on the panel by some of the things that I've sent to indigenous. And if I can come off and go back in and send those things again and bring them on the panel and show to our viewers proof from example from the Rakotas, the Mayas war where the Ashi foot African infiltrate our ranks.
Somebody snoring?
Oh, sorry. One
Hold
second.
on, no, I'm trying to see who's. Yeah, somebody's snoring. I think that's regular. Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, I wanted to bring as a backup first and foremost the terracotta that is in the Museum of Mexico that is dated 6,700 years old. Our ancestors left for us, showing they left details in the fossils of of the difference of skin color, where we're copper skin, they're ashy, dark skin, and then in the story of the Dakota. Anyway, what I'm gonna do, if I may, I'm gonna come off, send those to indigenous. She can put them on the panel, and then we can chop it up.
All right, for sure. Yeah,
all
that's
right.
cool.
All right, honors.
Okay, we got. What's up, Davida? Cousin Davida, how you doing? Got my cousin up in here. How long do I want to stay on here? I'm probably gonna start wrapping this up soon. I've been on what, like 2 hours. Like I said, I'm gonna state this disclaimer again. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. What is said by other people is not reflected by me, and my opinion does not reflect anybody else's. All opinions are their own. So yeah. Does anybody want to speak? Anybody just want to speak? Or oh, that's Jay Bird. Cool.
No, yeah, I just was showing a picture. This is from the book. It's called Unexpected Faces in America by Alexander von Wuttenau. And it's literally the terracotta art left by the Olmec. This is from the classical period of Mexico. This literally, the name of this that they decided to name it was Moorish looking clay sculpture because it has a turban, facial scarification, which is also found in Africa in a different, style. But it's like, clearly there's people that were in this continent that have a correlation with Asia, with Asiatic culture, and there's some that have a correlation with African culture who've been trading with people. You know what I mean? Like, it's documented that there were trade ports here before Columbus even came here. And so if we look at just the way we depicted ourselves, specifically in the South, all the way around the Gulf of Mexico, we don't look like people from the plains. Some of the terracotta art will depict people from the plains, but that's not the entirety of everyone. I feel like people think.
Hold on. Yeah, Jay Bird. Hold on, let Jay Bird finish up.
Sorry, my bad.
I was gonna say, I just feel like people think that when you're in a tribe, it's not like a kingdom, where people think that if you're in a tribe, you're all genetically related to each other, where really a tribe operated the same way as a country. You know what I mean? So people in a tribe in let's say the Igbo tribe, they're not genetically all related to each other. They could have relations from different tribes, neighboring tribes, you know what I mean, adopting people in and so forth. But we automatically just say, oh, because they're from a certain group of people, they're all genetically related. No people can operate like that.
For sure. Appreciate it.
That's all I was gonna say.
All right, go ahead, Haitian.
Yeah, greetings again. I'm back on indigenous. I've sent you a number of pictures and what's called slides with the Rakotas. The first background is blue, the second one is green. So if you could pass on that to my brother, put it on the panel, and we're gonna chop it up. And then there's some other stuff as well relating to what the brother was saying. We just left the panel to prove that we are indigenous of every single continent, i.e., there is a black emperor named Jigonji. I've got this picture as well in his wax picture in the museum. I'm gonna put that up as well if we have a chance to, if the host is cool with that. But we're gonna start with.
Okay. I thought you was calling my name. Receipt. Can you grab that? Because I'm actually in the car. I'm about to pull off in a minute. I'm not equipped to do it right now. I'm sorry, Haitian. I didn't know that's what you were saying. receipt, but can you get it? Can you get what Haitian was talking about? You better at it than me.
You can send them to her because I just send them to you. That came off first, and I send them at least 5 or 6 clip to you. If you can send them to her, because I don't want to just keep on
I
off and back,
it might drop me, but I'm gonna send it to her. It'll probably
Okay,
drop me.
I had stepped away from the phone, so I didn't hear nothing. My
Haitian
bad.
send me some stuff, but I can't send it. So I'ma send it to you, but I'll probably drop it. Yes, but I'll probably drop. I have to go into my inbox.
Our sisters, the queens, are doing all that. If my host will allow me, or what I would like to do is point out to us that you see, the thing is we have too many receipts, and what I find annoying is that all this fighting is down, running is down, and always in our business. They're the one who have no receipts, wherever we have receipts. And then just whilst the sisters are doing their thing, another point I wanted to bring up, with this transatlantic so-called nonsense. My brother here, the king on the screen, I'm sure he knows about it. 1904, the Slavic slave trade. What they got to say about that? How can you in 1904, you was a slave, and then all of a sudden, 80 years ago, us coming to us now, that's where we come in, the Haitians, 1804, when we kick out Napoleon, and then 80 years down the line, all of a sudden, so you were a slave owner before, and then now you turn slave 80 years down the line. How does that work? And then lastly, question for them, all those doubters and skeptics, yeah? How the hell on God's green earth did you cross from Norway, the North Sea? There's only 2 ways you can go, but this is the North Sea or the South Sea, and they both don't muck about on their best day. On their best day, we got waves, 100-foot tall waves. And that's a sea that's got hundreds of layers of waves on top of each other in different directions. So that means you may have 50 currents running in different directions, east, west, north, south. So this is on a sea that no one want to go in. So you're telling me your little boat, La Pinta, La Santa Maria, and all the other ones you name it, they name them to us. By the way, we never see none of our brothers in the cockpit of that ship. You tell me a little wooden ship went through all that. So yeah, this is why I just wanted to keep our viewers entertained while the sisters are preparing things for us. So my host, you get.
Yeah, okay, for sure. Yeah, whenever that's gotten ready, that could be. Yep.
Here, I just want to show a picture real quick. So this right here, this is something left by the Maya. All right, people automatically they look at this, they're like, okay, they're like, this is not a Black American. You know what I mean? But when you look at the hairstyle, what person who has completely,
he's got locks, my brother.
What was that? Yeah, exactly. And then when you look at the codices, they say the Aztec had locks, but not the Maya. But watch this. Look at this. These are literally wigs. Hold on, watch this. Look at, remember that picture? You seen how exactly it
long, curly, bushy, half wet and half afro hair. That's our hair. I mean, if anyone look at my page, you'll see my parents, my family, my bloodline. I'm 100% Wakasik Indian, and that's how we grow. And that why is that? Is that a Haitian thing? Like, we're not trying to brag out here. That's why we're so linked with Louisiana and all of the South of Americas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out where in Africa do they have this culture specifically.
I wish they can put this thing up on the screen, man.
Sorry, Haitian, I sent it to her inbox. To receipt.
I was about to say, I got tried. My Powhatan, they actually have a history with the Mayan and stuff like that too.
That's exactly what I want. What's it called? Receipt to show us the Dakota that is 6,700 years old, fossils.
Yeah.
No, literally, In Egypt, the word for Maya means over water, or I think riches, or means from over the water. You know what I mean? That's what Maya means in Egyptian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we got 278 mounds in Haiti. I mean, I don't know, David. Could you let me follow you and then let me, what's it called? Allow me to send
You
you
actually believe
something.
you because they
Can
actually
you allow me
posted
to send
up.
you something,
I'm
David?
sorry.
Osiris, can you allow me to send you some stuff so you can put it up?
So it's
Huh?
hard to send stuff on
I'm
here.
asking David if we can do
Hold
it.
on. It's so many. Hold on. Just, yeah. I mean, I'll try. Let me see, David. Hold on. I'm trying to kind of look at these comments, bruh. Because I stream on multi-platform. You go in on the Mayans with who speak, like, bruh. My tribe has a connection to the Mayans, dude. Did I say I was Mayan? No, I didn't. Right, but my tribe they have a tradition. When one of the chief of the Powhatan, right, was kidnapped by the Spanish in the 1500s. He learned amongst the Mayan people and came back with 2,000 Mayan men. The Spanish literally gave him a Spanish name, right? You can look at it on the History Channel. Nobody's claiming Mayan just to claim Mayan because it looks cool, right? No, people literally have oral traditions of being with the Mayan. The Mississippians, right? Muskogee speaking people have stories of migrating from Mexico. Like, come on, bruv. The Chickasaw and Choctaw.
My tribe is Choctaw.
Like, come on, bro.
We descend from the Maya. We descend from the Maya. Literally, Choctaw and all Muskogean languages are Kitemaya.
That's right.
Anyone that tells you otherwise is lying.
And the Kasik. So David,
Yes.
can I send you stuff?
Yeah, you can send me stuff. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that.
If I can,
the live will end. The live literally. Hold on, I'll probably just because the live will end if I exit. So
yeah.
Okay, well, I'm following you. If you just allow me to send one or two.
Look, anybody that needs any proof.
I'll send you some stuff.
I'll download it from my computer and save it somewhere. All right.
I'll send it to you and then see what happens. Let me come off and send it to you. So
Chief Opahana no.
But going back to what you're saying, Darvid, like you absolutely right with Cahokia and the Mississippians. They have if you look at the mound complexes were not only just dwellings, burial sites, but they were also markers for trade. There were mounds, literally there were 100 mounds in Missouri alone. And the largest one is called Monk's Mound. And they said that mound itself was the size of the White House. It's literally the same size. And so like the mounds were not only buildings, dwellings, but they were also markers so that people could know, okay, I've made it to Mexico, basically. I made it this far to the south. I made it this far to the west. The mount, they've deleted so many of the mounds, but I mean, like I said, you can look it up. Missouri had 100 mounds alone, and only one of them is left today. So God only knows how many mounds really was across the United States.
For sure. And there's archaeological like studies, right? In like the 1800s, right? By because Augustus LaPlongeon, he was an American archaeologist that studied the different parts of the Americas, right?
Thanks.
In the article Prehistoric Man in the Kansas City Journal, I've posted this before, right? It states the Mayans have an oral tradition going into places like Louisiana. Like ain't nobody
literally hard evidence about Mayans being Muskogean people is what he brought up about the Cahokia Mound. They literally found the largest source of the dye called Maya blue. This was on the History Channel. They found that the Maya blue was being mined in Spanish Florida, or now what is now known as parts of Georgia, and the Cahokian Mound. Now, the people in Florida, they not only were Seminoles referred to flat out as Mayans at certain points in history, but there's Miami Indians. They literally were considered Mayans. People say, oh, the Miami Indians that live in Ohio have nothing to do with the Mayans. Those aren't the same people. One, I mean, they come from Florida initially, but they're not the same people. That's like saying that Choctaws today are the same people that were considered Choctaw in the past. There was a whole erasure that was happening on all these quote unquote civilized tribes. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and Mayans were part of the slave trade too. They were getting sent to places like Cuba and the Carolinas. Like this stuff is documented.
Exactly.
Yeah, the entire Wampanoag tribe was pretty much dismantled and sent to the Caribbean islands.
And the Miami Chief.
Yeah, I've sent you that.
I was saying that the Miami Indian chief. I was saying the Miami Indian chief literally called himself Calusa. Calusa literally means King Black. And guess what you find in Alabama? Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa literally means chief black warrior. Like, come on now.
Louisiana has a mound that is 11,700 years old. Louisiana.
Yeah, you're talking about Watson Break, Haitian. You're talking about Watson Break, my brother.
Yeah, come on now.
Yes, indeed. Watson Break actually was discovered in the 80s, and it's proven to be older. Watson Break is 2,000 years older than the pyramids, gang.
Yeah, and exactly the date is 11,700 years old. It was a Louisiana brother, Creole, who's like an OG, old school, like in 60-year-old, grown ass man who came on air and he just give it to us, like run the receipts.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can download it. I got called a dumbass. Of course I did. Why don't you just come and say it to me, bro? If you was feeling that way. How do I download this from my computer? These are pictures, right?
Yes. Yes, and slides. They're on TikTok. They're posted on TikTok on my page. So there's another way you can do it as well. You can go.
You shared the video.
Yeah, I've shared it, so you can repost it. So I've shared it to prepare people, so you can repost it.
Oh, let me repost. Yeah, let me just do that. Cool. Yeah. Accept. That's on your page. Let me just repost it. All right, cool.
And you feel free to go on my page and all sort of, because everything I have on there is all what's called museum stuff and documentary and stuff like so. Everything is pertaining to our conversation. It's all to do with our conversation. So feel free to pick up anything you think relevant.
All right, cool. I'm gonna show them now. We go ahead.
People say that black people don't have this phenotype, these phenotypes right here. Like, that's, first of all, that's not true. You look at Black Americans, we have the most diverse phenotypes in the entirety of the United States and the Americas, the most diversity of phenotypes. You see some Black Americans that look like straight up Australians. You see some of us that look like, like any where you find Black people, you're gonna find a Black American that looks like it. That doesn't mean that they're not from America. It doesn't mean that they have ancestry from outside of the place. Black just works like that. So let's see this. I'm going to show a picture of my great grandfather. All right, we're going to look at the first John.
If I can add just real quick, also genotype and all that stuff with Jay Bird talking about, they just figured out, and this is kind of a F around and find out moment. They just found out that 60% of African Americans have the same haplogroup as the original people from the tribes of Israel. They literally just found that. Google it.
Yeah, and y'all, he wants to attach himself to this. These are people who want to attach themselves to our identity. These are the Edomites, okay? These are the people who are labeled as YT in America right now. That's who he is. People who come over here and want to steal and shit.
All right, I'm about to pull up. Let me see. I'm about to pull up what Haitian sent me.
Yeah, because of that Biafran war.
That's why. All right, so let me expand myself real quick.
The one with the blue background and the one with the green background, it's more important. The one these two
right there.
Yeah, these two.
All right, for sure. You want to break that down for us?
Yeah. If you put it on the screen for the other way around, the other way.
All right.
Yeah. And then zoom in a little bit for us.
Are you zooming on? Oh, never mind. I got you.
All right, cool. Now, brothers and sisters, my queens and my princesses and my royals, if you can check that the ashy foot imposters wearing the jaguar skin, have their foot on our brother's neck, and the skin is clearly copper, and our people, ancestors, made sure that they made the foot ashy just to let us know so we can recognize them. Then I put cream on their skin because they don't have no coconut tree, they don't have no corn, they don't have. We give them what's it called, beans and wild boar. So there you go, right there. Check the details, and you're gonna see.
That's Maya Blue.
The victim of our brother's skin is copper skin, and their foot is ashy. And in the books, when you read, it tells you this is the story of the war of the Mayans against the infiltrators, the hunter-gatherers, the cave dwellers. Yeah, when they come and imposter and wore the jaguar high priest costume to fool those of us who went scholars. So that's why I need to learn the dossier. Check it out. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
The Choctaw origin story.
That's why they still mad at Haitians today.
Thank you.
Because we whooped their ass.
Thank you. And Oasis, if you go to the green one, the one with the green background, is more clear. It's clearer. It's more vivid.
Right. All right. Let me. Because yeah, you made that more vivid. Cool.
Yeah, show to our people. So look again. Am I lying or am I flying? Look at the skin of the imposter with the jaguar skin, and look at our ancestors. Look at his skin, copper skin, and being brutalized. And you can vividly tell his hair is like the Polynesian, blue eyes, copper skin, and blonde hair and ginger hair. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
Look, I was gonna say, the origin story of the Choctaw people and other Muskogean tribes is that a flood happened and we laid on the mounds. The mounds saved us, and we took on the color of the soil. Literally, who is the color of the soil? It's not people claiming that they're indigenous today. I'm just saying. But
I just want to say this, and I'll mute up. The person in the comments, right? They're the ones responsible for creating the ones that don't look like the earth. You get what I'm saying? So when you understand that it's his job to be down there, you know what I'm saying the derogatory things, like you hear him regurgitating Wabo and stuff like that these natives say. You see, they're the ones who's responsible for saying all the shit that they dig up here is being dug up in Africa. He's a complete liar, but he benefits. They get a real big paycheck for that shit.
Thank you very much. And Austrice, yes, now that you got access to my page, even as we're speaking, consider my page as an archive. Whatever you see relevant to our conversation, just say, oh, for example, this, boom, bring it. Oh, for example, this, boom, bring it. Anything that's relevant to our conversation, just feel free, go on my page, repost it, and put it on our page, and show the people we're not dreaming. We don't smoke flakka here.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. And speaking of being an archive, make sure you follow me, the host, right? If you're in here enjoying the live, right? Plethora of things. Hold on. Speaking of stuff, if you want to, right? I'll offer this to everybody, but since we're here, I might as well promote, right? What I got going on. Yeah, somebody was talking about building earlier. I have a platform where we actually can build off these apps. I was checking the goddamn messages, but you can join my Discord. If you want to join, just hit me up. I'll send you a link on like Instagram or something. Somewhere you can actually see the link. But yeah, we're actually in here building. Got genealogy classes for those that need help with their genealogy. About to start up with language classes too. About to bring that back. I got dictionaries for different languages. I ain't gonna say it right now, but yeah, because I speak indigenous languages. So with that being said, fuck off if you don't believe me. So yeah.
I've been practicing my Creole. Other side is Louisiana Creole. You know what I'm saying? Haiti, Haitians. So that's in my blood.
My blood is predominantly from Maryland and Virginia. Go ahead.
This article right here, for those people that were talking about science, I just want to make a connection, all right? So this article is called "The Indigenous Tribe Renews Years-Long Fight to Reclaim Human Remains from University of Texas." This is from KUT 90.5 by Rianne Roldan. She's a Native American woman, published September 21st, 2022 at 10:53 a.m. This is the University of Texas's website, their own news reporting outlet. They have a radio station and everything. She's a student of the University of Texas. That's KUT.org if you guys are looking for this. The give you backstory, the Miacon Garza have been fighting because there was remains found in Hayes County in an Indian burial mound. There was only 2 remains found in that Indian burial mound. They were dated to be over 8,000 to 9,000 years old. These remains were found, and they didn't have at the time of they didn't have the science to do a DNA analysis of it. When the Miacon Garza found out that their remains were dug up, they've been fighting with the University of Texas in order to reclaim their ancestors for a long time. The University of Texas finally let out a report as to why they're not giving the Miacon Garza their remains back. But before I read the reason why they're not giving the remains back, I want to put into context the fact that every single time a DNA analysis is getting done on remains found, there's always some kind of issue with indigenous people always saying this is disrespectful to dig up our ancestors, rebury our ancestors. We don't want you guys to do a DNA analysis on these guys. We don't want you guys to do any kind of research to figure out who these people really were. You cannot say that's not true, because when the Kennewick man literally was dug up, and when the Colville tribe and another tribe in Montana found out that the Kennewick man had dug up, the geneticists were all saying this dude was highly European origin, everyone. The Colville tribe was able to reclaim that ancestor. Then all of a sudden, they did the DNA test themselves. They have their own genetic database. And now this person is 100% Native American, and he just so happens to be related to everybody in the tribe. That is a conflict of interest. Why would they do it themselves and not let a third party person do it? And I'm going to show you guys why. So that's why, hold on.
I put it in the chat too. Y'all need to look that up.
Fight so often, reclaim their ancestors instead of letting it be known who they really were. Because when the University of Texas denied the request of the Miacon Garza in 2020, citing the lack of evidence linking the remains to them being the Miacon Garza, the laboratory classified the remains as culturally unidentifiable. This was what allowed them to do the DNA test, because they said, we can't prove that these belong to your tribe, so we don't even have to give it back to you. So when archaeologists found them, there weren't any artifacts like stone tools or ceramic materials that could trace them back to a particular group. The University of Texas said a bone analysis test showed one of the remains are likely someone of African American descent. They were not able to synthesize the DNA of the other one because it was so deteriorated. So one of 2 was African American. Mind you, this is one of the first examples that we have of any kind of DNA testing being done on an Indian burial mound at all. When they do DNA remains, it's always from one odd places, like at the bottom of the ocean, in a cave somewhere, in a tar pit. Like, it's never in a place where they're supposed to be. So the first time that they actually go into an Indian burial mound and they do a DNA analysis of the remains there, they say it's most likely someone of African American descent. This is a first person source. The University of Texas did this themselves.
For
those who work with science.
All right, let me expand myself. Yeah, just to what I was talking about earlier. Mayan slave trade. Lion slaves were kidnapped and brought to the Carolinas and Virginia. Shout out to the First Nation Tribe Nation. He was in here earlier, Ishmael Bay. But yeah, just to go down. Also, this from the CNN link. Mayans on a slave ship, right? But if you go down further, in the area now believes the Mayas suffered and died under Spanish occupation. They were massacred and fled into dense forests of central and western Belize for security. The British buccaneers and pirates also attacked the Maya along the coast of Belize. They raided and destroyed most of Mayan settlements along the coast. They also stole food, enslaved the Maya, and kidnapped Mayan women and children. Some Mayans were even sold as slaves to British plantations and settlers in Jamaica. Some were also sold to slave masters in northern and southern states of the United States, especially North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. The region was the land of suffering for non-whites, but also of prosperity for settlers from Europe. Attempts were also made to improve relations between the rival European powers in the region when Spain granted British settlers the right to occupy the area that is now Belize. Spain was also allowed the British settlers to cut logwood in exchange for an end to piracy while slavery continued. This is from British Honduras to Belize, Transformation of a Nation by God. I'm a gonna butcher that last name. So so yeah, that's just some receipts of what Mayans being a part of the slave trade and being sent to other places or just freely traveling. Because I'm gonna find the I'm just find the source for the Powhatan. Hold on. By that's just some receipts of what because I'm gonna find the I'm just find the source for the Powhatan. And yeah, thank y'all for coming through. Mayan, right? I want to say Mayan. Dang, I'm still looking on Twitter.
Use 3 fingers, people tapping that screen, or 4. You get more likes.
Yeah. If y'all can see this, this is the mic. This is from the Virginia Museum. This is from the Virginia Powhatan Museum, the Museum of Virginia. It states the Powhatan people told early chroniclers that men from the far south had came to Senecomica, Virginia, and they intermarried with local indigenous women. There are different theories of how this migration myth started. Some historians believe that the men from the South tale had been influenced by the story of abduction of a young Powhatan boy who had been captured by the Spanish in 1560. The youth had been taken to Mexico and Spain, where he was Christian, given a new name, and educated by Dominicans. After 10 years away from his home into Senecomica, he returned with Dominicans who wanted to set a mission in the New World. He may have been considered to be a Maya Indian by Virginia Indians due to his new language and bearing. So people that were Powhatan started to view this Powhatan chief as a Mayan when he came back because of his language and stuff like that. To go on, right? Since we're speaking about the Powhatan, yeah, this is from thehistory.com. They talk about one of the Powhatan chiefs being kidnapped. In the summer of 1561, Spanish explorers abducted a Powhatan Indian youth from the Chesapeake Bay Tidewater region and brought him to the royal court of Spain. The kidnapping set off a chain of events that will alter the course of American colonial history. And then he came back with gold and silver, and he returned to his homeland and fought off the European invaders, who will be the Spanish. So the Powhatan end up kicking out the Spanish, right? And then you can find the word Powhatan, right? Mesoamericans will be interested in the connection I found between the Osage priest text and Vienna Codex, right? Now, if we go down, wait a minute, hold on. Because it talks about, did I get the, okay, cool. In this entire volume, which includes my paper suggesting the name Powhatan was a praise name from Maya Powhatan. So in South America, that you can find the name Powhatan found in South America. This, come on, bro. Like, people just ain't saying stuff just to say stuff. Come on, bro. So the Powhatan have a connection to the Mayans. There you go.
Don't know.
Remind them 12 times, isn't it? We've been reclassified, isn't it? 20 times we've been reclassified, isn't it? From colored to indigenous to native to Negro to Negroid to this to that to back to Black African to like what's up?
To Wabo to Pretendian.
And guess what?
Pan-African to African to all that stuff. Yeah.
When you understand the uranium, right, that is in Haiti that they want so bad, right? When you understand that the migration story, everything happened from here. Let me fix the image real quick. Now, when you look up watermelon, right? Watermelon, original name is 80, right? I'm gonna put it in the chat. Do you know what 80 means? It's another way of saying American Indian. Look it up. Now, I wanted to put this article up because this is the Mayans that they say were the servants left in Cuba. At this particular
I
time,
want to
there was a place
clarify
called.
something. I want to clarify
Hmm?
something that sister just said. What the queen was saying about the language. We have to understand that the clan and the tribe describe different things with different words, and sometimes some words are similar, but their meaning are different. Like in the Arawak language, hence we have called our country Haiti because it means land of paramount. So chain succession of chain of mountain. So it's an Arawak word that means mountainous land. Hence, when we, because I'm not taking over, but because you mentioned also the Dominicans early on and the Cubans, I'm gonna show through history how it's linked. Like the reason why Dessalines gave them the flatland is because they could not deal with the harshness of Haiti because they're not Arawak, they're not Cacique, they are a different clan. And that's why they sold out to the conquistador. I just wanted to put that out there.
Show. Man, I appreciate it. Dang, I'm getting more energy as we go. I'm tired of being on the chat for me that I was listening for bias, the racism, self-hate. Man, folks don't.
Yeah, and I wanted to say too also.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, if you guys could look up Mesoamerican Caribbean artifacts, you'll see the Mayans of the Yucatan like trading and influencing multiple Antilles tribes. It was like about 30 plus tribes. And also when they talk about caves, we had the Sabonis too. So that if you had cave systems, the people that slept in the caves was the Sabonis. They would have originated from Florida over 5,000 years ago, which Florida was bigger. Went into Tennessee. It was no Georgia. It was no Alabama. That was all Florida. Just like it wasn't no Arkansas. That was Oklahoma. Wasn't no Texas. That was Cahokia. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just want to let people know my grandfather, Frederick John of Salisbury, Dominica, that's the first one. The one Columbus never stepped on with the flag in my bio. The Caribs, like we was on business.
For sure.
Defeated Spain and
Well, you know the original. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, we defeated Spain and all that. So my grandfather slept in a cave system. So when my father talked, we just think about like, damn, like how powerful was his people to inherit a cave system, dog? Like later for the land, like we got acres and all that, but to have a cave system, that's like, yeah.
And you know what? They call
The
it
reason for that slide.
Hold on, let me say this real quick. They call it a cave system, but what it really is number one, they built the irrigational system, right? Which is literally mounds, pyramids, period. You get what I'm saying? So they call it caves today, but we know that the historical foundation of it from the rivers that have mercury. In our rivers, we have prawns, oysters, lobsters, crabs. People don't even know that. They believe it all comes from the ocean. So I just put up this. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I was just reading the
I wanted
comment.
to just back up what Sly was saying early on.
Yeah, hold on. But yeah, I was about to say, I was just looking at a comment. I was like, wasn't nobody hating on that Ethiopian guy. This is what I noticed with you foreigners, right? Y'all like to stick up for each other. Folks can come up in here and disrespect Americans all day. But when we return that energy, right? We have a first generation coming up here trying to tell us who we are. That's disrespectful. You don't come up in nobody's house and tell them what to do and what they are. Y'all don't see anything from on the other foot. So with that being said, y'all have bias against us. Okay? Foreigners can come up, say we're pretendians, that's a slur. Right? And when we respond to disrespect, y'all want to be butthurt. No, stop, be respectful to the Americans. Okay? Be respectful. That's all. Can't nobody tell you what to do in your house.
Slide. I wanted to back up slide before I forget that. You
Go ahead.
see, that's the reason why us, Haitian, or well, those three islands, Jamaica, Haiti, and Trinidad, we are the only islands who understand you over the north, and we are up on the same struggle to liberate the whole of the Americas because it belongs to us. Because the way it was before with the Anunnakis is that the Royals
Pretend you're in a slow, bro.
the Royals,
Hey, watch up. Hey, Jay, let him finish. Have some decorum.
the Royals used to live on the islands, which they call today the Antillas or the whatever they give their names. But the Royals to live there because they had the Marine Navy fleet to protect them. Yeah. So and on the mainland you had the population and the subjects. Yeah. So don't let no one fool us to think that the bloodline is separated because we are on different piece of land. No, that's not how it was.
Hey, my brother, I'm related to.
I'm gonna do, man. Go back to Gambia, bro. Like, what you so
Hey, Jay. Have some decorum.
I'm related to the Prime Minister of Dominica, Patrick Roland John, my brother from Haiti. So he had to dress up as a businessman and do his diplomatic stuff. And then on the side, and then in the background, he had to have gorillas up in the mountains. I remember my father told me my grandmother, well, his mother, when he was a kid, she said after school, I'm gonna take you to go see some gorillas. So my father was excited to see gorillas in the zoo. Come to find out, you had these when he seen guys with dreadlocks. He said, "Mom, where's the gorillas?" She said, "These are the gorillas, the freedom fighters." Yeah, bro. Like it was.
Bro, I wanted to ask the host. Yeah.
What's up?
Osiris. Yeah. I wanted
What's
to
up?
ask.
Yo, Gambian dude is okay, bro.
I want to address the host.
African dude, can I say something? African
I want
dude?
to address the host.
Gambian sounding dude.
Jay, can you not hear, dude?
I thought they got the big screen.
God damn, bro. Relax. We'll get to you.
My bad.
He wanted to address me. Okay.
What I don't understand here is, again, someone is doing it again. You know that what, as you mentioned, they are coming in our house and telling us who we are. Myself, who's speaking here, no matter how my accent may appear, if you want to test my Haitianness, speak to me in Creole. If you want to test my Haitianness, go to my education background and speak in French, speak in Spanish, and then we'll see what's up. Yeah. Anyway, to respond to the slur, because there was a slur. That's what to respond to the slur. Anyway, we're trying to have a mature conversation up here, right? I'm bringing my facts. The host, our host, had the decency to take his time to go on my page to share with us what's up. So I don't get with this hostile thing coming up here, man accusing me of being something I'm not, and you don't even know me. We don't know We don't know one another. How can you dare to be coming up here and telling me who I am? Yeah, and I'll tell you something more, and I'm not bringing this vibe up on David's screen, but just to let you know what we're Haitian were about. If you're in Europe, let's meet anywhere else, do this.
What kind of yap
really about this?
Jay, let him finish. Hey, hold on. 1 second, Haitian. Haitian, right? Yo, relax. I'm giving you grace. You know, you're acting real musty.
Let him finish what he's saying.
Yeah, be respectful. I was about to say, be respectful. You're starting to get musty now. You're not really like musty.
He insulted me. He insulted my honor.
Exactly.
My honor, bro. He insulted that's a slur.
Exactly.
He insulted my honor. He insulted my honor, bro. How dare you? You don't even know me. You're coming up here calling me name, deciding for me. All
right, Jay, you're about to lose your privileges on stage, dude. You're about to lose. Be quiet.
You're deciding for me.
Haitian, I got you.
He's deciding for me.
Man, you're emotional, bro.
He's deciding for me that I'm a hunter-gatherer. That I've got ostrich.
Yes, man. Come get information.
I'm an Arawak Indian.
Ain't nobody care, bro. Go march us some Tom, bro.
Shut up.
Nobody
So
care,
why are
bro.
you here then? Shut up, man. If you want to
African
do
do
this,
why is this
let's do
Gambian
this.
do talk to me, bro?
Don't do no gangster, no internet gangster with
Go
me,
cry in the
bro.
African mountain.
Hey, I got you.
Host,
I got you.
1 second. Host, 1 second. Host, 1 second.
Pull up the
1 second. 1 second, host. Host, 1 second. I cannot stand when a Haitian is disrespected as a Somali man. Haitian
take your back to
Mogadishu,
Mogadishu, man. Shut your Mogadishu head up, man.
Yo,
This show is
all
first, bro.
right. One mic on me. One mic. Yo, I'm not going to say this thing again.
It's my turn, bro.
I'm not going to.
Where you from? Where is he from?
I don't know.
Everybody mute up. Everybody mute up. The host is talking.
You disrespecting Haiti. You disrespecting Haiti in front of us.
Bro. Relax. Right?
I don't like. I don't my back, please.
Can I
pull up the source? I don't really see any education going on this body. It's just emotions. Can I pull up the source?
Yo, can y'all relax? Goddamn. Can y'all relax, please? Now, I was about to say, don't make my live musty. We've been vibing. I made you a moderator, Rasik Goddess. I made you a moderator. Don't get musty on my live. I don't like when it gets musty. I'm gonna have to pull out the tussy. Right? I'm gonna have to pull out the tussy. If you don't know, good. You want to find out, right? If I start pulling out the tussy, you're not gonna like how it goes. Because you're gonna unmustify this live. Okay? But yeah, you're moderator, Rasik Goddess. I'll make be respectful.
He's insulting me though, my host.
It's not my turn. Yo, Gambian dude, it's not my turn, bro.
If he gets out of line, I'll promise you I'll kick him.
Gambian again. If you call me
Gambian
again,
if
you dare to call me Gambian again, I'm gonna demand from you.
I'm gonna do it.
And we do this. If you dare, you ostrich foot African.
Okay, Mandingo. Okay, Mandingo boy. Okay, Mandingo.
You lost your purpose. You
to call me.
We're gonna meet up, bro. I got him gone. Don't worry, I got him gone. He's gone. It got a little too musty.
Yeah, who presents stuff? Who presents stuff by name calling? You just present your stuff and you move on. Why you have to call this man a Gambian 8 times and then just present your stuff and move on?
But the point is, from where does this hunter-gatherer sellout knows me from? Yeah, and I'm not fronting out here. Haitians, like any Haitians, know how we move. Nobody in our culture can claim anything unless you got receipts for it. That's why my chest is so big. I say, go on my page and see who I am. And if I must go further, to prove with receipt, my grandfather is the only man in history who has been allowed to sit, publicly and privately next to the president of the country. That is just to start with. And our host has my page, and he can bring it up if people want to test it, and we can give the dates and everything, because up here we're about receipts, not feelings, facts. And I don't have no ostrich feet, and I don't eat bush meat.
He said what he said.
Let me speak. Thank you, brother Haiti. Thank you, brother Haiti.
Oh my goodness, dude.
1 second. Yeah. Let me speak. Host David. Thank you so much. This is a progressive educational platform. But one thing you guys don't understand, that historical proven, anybody that speak down on Haitians, as a Somali,
sure.
brother, I'm a Somali. You know what Haitian people do for Africa? I'm a free Somali today because of Haitian. As a Somali, I'm a free today because of an Haitian.
That's solidarity right there.
This, I'm brother, 1 second. Today I'm here for the Africans. The people who collaborated for our bean to be sold. I'm here for the Africans. I'm here for business. I'm really here for business.
For sure.
Asia, thank you. Asia, what you did for Africa, you guys, you even have a seat in Africa. You are the only a country in Pacific who have a non-permanent seat in Africa. We Somalis are having intellectual Somalis together with our government, together with Africa. We want to have Asia president in African Union because we know what you did for us, for our independence, for our struggle, for everything for us. But for me, I'm here for these monkeys. I'm here for them.
Nah, let's slow down on the monkey talk. Yeah, appreciate your love for Haiti. You see, what do you think? All right.
You know what my problem is, my brothers and sisters, and I'm mature enough to keep my cool, yeah. But I got to say this, yeah, and this is what we're all saying. All the let me count in my head. All the 178 million indigenous, copper skinned people of the Americas were screaming now, our soul is screaming, leave us alone. Why you are in our business so much? Though if you are in our business, let's hold hands like this brother chief of naval. Yeah. If you're not in here for business to get the papers work, let the lineage and the dossier correct and proper work so that we can present it to the Supreme Court, just like some olders done with what's it called a few months ago and won billions of dollars from the US court. Yeah, let's do those kind of things. But don't come in here. We're not interested. We're not talking about you lot. We're not interested in you. We're doing our thing. Why are you in our business?
My bad.
Yeah, and, you know what I mean? I feel insulted. I'm sorry to be emotional like that, but anyone who knows Haitian, anyone who knows Haitian, that's the one thing you do not disrespect is the flag, bro.
Right.
But brother, the problem is
you don't go there, man.
The problem.
My identity.
One second.
One second. Let me learn shift. Let me learn. Yeah. To a nation, to a Haitian, any Haitian. Yeah. You go there to them is as if you're suggesting that the mothers and they themselves, they are children of the street outside of wedlock. They're loose like that. That's what you're saying to us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I want that dude Jay to come up here so we can embarrass the information he was.
Nah, man, he gonna be he disrespect the Asian. I don't think that would be the right.
If he does that, I'll come off because I want to be able to control myself because now my back is up against him. Maybe another day, but today, if he comes back up at any moment today during this conversation, my back is up already. I'm just gonna come off. I don't want to be immature. I'm a big man.
Host, rise these people who speak like rise these people. We are here for them. We are here for them today. Rise these people.
Okay.
Can we go back to history, because I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say we can go back because I'm about to just start shutting this down soon. Cause I got work in the morning. What was I about to say? Yeah, we was talking about. I made this just to see. Yeah, appreciate the follows, appreciate the likes, appreciate the. I've been on it for 3 hours. Golly. And I still have energy to go, but appreciate it. I'm about to start wrapping this thing up. Y'all need to get new material. I'm just gonna be coming with it. I'm coming back on TikTok. I've been on Twitter a lot. So it's gonna be interesting to see how these dynamics clash, people coming from Twitter over here. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure you guys follow me, right? Make sure you guys, follow me at Darvid Osiris, TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube, Darvid Osiris. Follow me on Instagram, Darvid Osiris. Follow me on Twitter, Darvid Osiris. If you want to join my Discord, hit me up. I got a lot of message requests. And then, I'll close by saying this. Do your genealogy and don't be musty.